right. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Ball Game Podcast.
Ball Game.
I'm the innocent bystander, Matt Sullivan.
I'm Trunks. I'm Ortiz, guys. Hello.
Chris. So
we have a loaded show today, kind of, in a way, sort of. We're going to start off with some NFL stuff.
So let's start off with our good friend Dean isn't here.
Oh,
Again.
yes. Yeah. Forgot about that thing.
Honestly, we fired him, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So that's why he's not here.
Dean kind of got himself injured last night in a horrid performance by the boys in
He's still fired.
our basketball game. Apparently, yes, he's still fired. You are not reinstated to the Ball Game Podcast, Dean.
Raise my bell. I can't hear myself. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you a bit, yes.
Now I can hear myself.
Now you're loud.
Good.
Yeah, we all good. Anyways, it was Dean got injured. We don't exactly know what injury it is just yet. If we do get updates during the show, we will be sure to let you guys know about the status of Dean Wagner.
But it didn't look like
Dean,
he can't walk.
If
he
you're
was
watching,
hobbling out of the movie theater.
He was hobbling out of Black Panther.
Yeah.
He was hobbling.
Saw Black Panther last night. Great fucking movie. Strongly encourage that you all go and see it.
It was a perfect movie.
Yeah, it was.
They couldn't do any better with it.
But yeah, if we do get updates about Dean, we will be sure to let you guys know because I'm sure you're so concerned about his health, like we are. But anyways, Dean, if you're watching this, please do let us know. We hope you're okay, buddy. We hope it's not a torn Achilles. But anyways, let's get into this. We have a lot of stuff to cover. Obviously, the NFL is at its midseason. It's week 9, and we're passing week 9, I believe. And so we figured it's the perfect time for us to rank some quarterbacks, and it's the perfect time for us to give you our midseason awards. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to rank the quarterbacks. And did anyone watch the Thursday night game? Speaking of ranking quarterbacks before we get into
it
this.
was on at work.
We were
I didn't really pay much attention.
I didn't see a minute.
It was an
of it.
ugly game. What do I have to say? Marcus Mariota is obviously terrible.
Desmond Ridder needs to start immediately.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They're kind of. It's like almost obvious they're tanking. Bro,
They fucked around and won more games than they should.
Bro, they
at
had
this
4th
point.
and 10 with the game on the line, and they had Kyle Pitts fucking pass blocking.
Jesus.
Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Arthur Smith's scheme needs to be.
He literally thinks he's a genius by using his 2 best weapons. 3 best weapons, actually. Cordero Patterson only got 6 touches last night. Using his 3 best weapons as distractions. This guy thinks he's a step ahead of everyone.
It's so bad, bro.
I mean, no one did think he was going to do that.
Kyle Pitts is quite literally a generational talent.
Had pass block.
He is a good pass blocker.
He is, but I don't think that's the situation you use a Kyle
I'm
Pitts
gonna be.
to pass
I'd
block.
rather not have Kyle Pitts blocking. I'd rather split him out wide.
No,
and
I
just have
agree.
him
I'm just stating that he is a
fuck
good pass
everybody.
blocker.
But yeah, Drake London's another guy that they have a bright
He
future there
scored
with the
last
receiving.
night, Drake London.
Yes,
Shout
they have a bright future with the receiving core there. But yeah, it's been piss poor quarterback play. Do you want to get this one here?
Well,
Sure.
let's introduce
When you
it
transition,
first.
I would've.
We were talking about the Thursday night game.
Yeah, I know,
Did
but I was trying to give you a
All right,
second.
guys.
to-
Well, we're gonna do the
Way to go,
quarterback
guys.
tier list.
We're going to do a quarterback tier list that the Stay Hot podcast made. We
Yes.
used the Stay Hot podcast, another thing they made for when we ranked NBA players on our first podcast episode, I think. So shout out the guys at Stay Hot podcast for making this thing. I'm sure it's like a crazy algorithm that goes into making this thing because they set it up to where you just pick between
2 different players.
between 2 different players and you keep going down the line and,
And
it
from
makes
there, it creates the
for you.
list for you. Yeah. So, speaking of the devil, Marcus Mariota
Great transition.
and Justin Fields. I think this is pretty easy, especially the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Just needed
Marcus
Justin
Mariota.
Fields.
Shout out to Justin Fields.
Yeah, he's
Yo,
been
he's
killing it.
been-
He's been insane.
Balling.
Broke the record for most rushing.
You know,
by a quarterback.
It is crazy to me what actually scheming around a player's strengths can do for you. I saw a stat that Fields is now averaging 7 rushes per game, like designed rushes, over the last 3 weeks, as opposed to it was 2 a game prior to this. So I mean, playing to a player's strengths makes them better. What a surprise!
Wow. Who would have thunk it?
But yeah, so here we go. Next up, we got Justin Herbert and Aaron
Way to move
Rodgers.
it. So I could see it.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna say that.
There we go.
Dude, you can just look behind you.
Yeah, but it's right there. I don't have to look behind.
Anyways, up next we have Justin Herbert and Aaron Rodgers. This is I don't want to say tough
I don't
because
think
it's
tough
probably not
from
tough.
this season. Give me Herbert.
But yes,
Yeah,
to this
give me
point in the
Herbert.
season, give me.
Aaron Rodgers has the four of us as receivers.
Falling from grace.
Yeah, I wonder why he caused it himself. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He's some birds.
He's the reason that this whole situation is like this. Don't talk about having a shitty team when you take every last penny. That's all I have to say about Aaron Rodgers.
All right.
I have no problem with you taking your money, but don't complain about your team now, buddy. Justin Herbert clears. This is a debate. This is a debate here.
Give me Gino.
Patrick Mahomes and Geno Smith.
Well,
You know, honestly, though, it is so surprising that Geno Smith has been so good this year.
he's been great.
We're going to talk about awards later, but we're not doing Comeback Player of the Year. But honestly, if I were to give it to anyone, I'd probably give it to Geno Smith, even though he's not even coming back from anything. He's just good.
We're not doing comeback players.
It was literally
Yeah.
listed.
Oh,
I
sorry.
told you to look in the doc, and you
No.
said okay.
Yeah.
And then
I spoiled my awards pick.
Yeah,
sick. Good
Dean,
job.
please come back so you can take his seat.
Please.
Yeah, word.
Let me get rid of him instead.
Word, because I don't do anything for this podcast.
Nope.
I'm useless, honestly.
Yeah.
But anyways, Patrick Mahomes and Geno Smith.
Uh,
Obviously, we're taking Big Pat.
Gino.
Okay, Jimmy Garoppolo and Tua. This is also easy. If you pick Jimmy Garoppolo, you're a fucking idiot.
Simple.
So
Two
yeah, so
clears.
Jimmy.
Tua clears.
Two players.
Kyler Murray and Zach Wilson.
Wow.
Kyler.
Obviously, it's Kyler, but this is closer.
No, it's not.
No, it's not close.
Close.
No, Zach Wilson is bad, but Kyler is also not good.
He's
Yeah,
not that
but
bad.
he's not.
No, he's not
Wilson.
that bad. Yeah, it's Kyler.
Yeah.
obviously.
Let him play 1v1 Rust for the top spot. See what happens.
I think Zach Wilson would beat him.
Yeah.
Nah, Kyler's like pro.
Kyler's only in phase.
Kyler's pro.
Yeah, he's only in phase.
All right, Matthew Stafford and Carson Wentz. This season, it's still Matthew Stafford,
But they both.
but they both
They're
been
both
shit.
really bad. This is just picking
Who's
the
less
shinier of two turds, as
Yeah.
the kids would say.
I mean, Carson Wentz, Taylor
bad. He's not
Heineke's
playing anymore.
Taylor Heineke's are been better. Like,
Yeah.
just simply put, it feels like once everywhere he ends up going, they think they could find something with him, and then they realize that
No,
he's still shit.
he's just stinky.
You're never gonna get that MVP version of Carson Wentz ever again. Like that's gone and over with at this point. But yeah, I think this is also a pretty simple one.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford.
Mm.
Please just skip over this one. I don't even want to talk about it. Baker Mayfield don't even deserve to be on this list.
Davis Mills or Tom Brady?
It's a tough one here. The GOAT
To
or some
anyone,
45-year-old.
to anyone that thinks that Tom Brady is washed,
At least he's better than Davis Mills.
At least he's better than Davis.
you're
Mills.
actually bugging if you think Tom Brady's washed. It's about to go on a tear the second half of the season, especially since his divorce is like finalized. I think or some shit.
He's
Yeah,
locked
well,
in.
Shout out
Last
Tom
week,
Brady,
yeah.
man.
He's undefeated while being divorced. So
1-0.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he's
Big
ready.
Tom Brady. Let's move on from this one. Russell Wilson and Trevor Lawrence. See, like this season, this is
This
actually
season.
interesting. This is actually an interesting one. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Russell's played better in the past weeks than the way he started the season off.
Has he though?
I think so.
I think he's just been shit all year. I'm taking Trev.
Lawrence has been solid.
I mean, he's had his really fucking bad games.
Yeah.
But
I
he's
think
also had very good
Part of
games.
his expectation. That's why we were saying.
No, I just straight up think I'd take Trevor Lawrence this season over Russell Wilson to this point. Chris, do you have any thoughts on this one?
I'm gonna take Russell Wilson.
You know, also take Russell. Trunks.
Trevor Lawrence hasn't really been particularly good
No.
either. He had a good start.
No,
this
I
season.
agree.
Russ
Yeah,
had a
that's
good
what I'm
week.
saying. Trevor's been really
Russ had a
bad.
good week last week.
What?
Russ had a good week last week, you said?
He's playing better than like the start of the season.
I'm just at, did you say that he had a better week?
He's having
He had-
better weeks than the start of the season.
Did he have a good week last week?
No, but it's better than the first few weeks
Why didn't he have a good week last week?
because they were ass.
Nope.
Sick.
They were on bye. They didn't have a game.
Good job, brother.
Idiot.
This is
He
high level.
watches-
This is really high level analysis.
Wait, Trunks, before we get to the next one, can you still not name a player on the Ravens defense?
Well,
This is very high level analysis from Matthew Tricali, honestly.
Yep.
Jacoby Brissett or Jalen Hurts?
Can we move on from this one,
Yeah.
please? Like some of these,
He
are just
said
so
it like it was a
fucking
question.
stupid.
Jared
like,
Goff,
Can you just
or
move
Sam
past this one too? It's not Sam fucking Ellinger. Stop it.
Mac Jones, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins. This ain't
Yeah.
even close either.
Derek Carr, Jameis Winston.
I'm still taking Derek Carr, even though he hasn't been all that good. This isn't even close either. Most of these are going to be very simple. I don't even think.
So he runs it. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Bro, come on. We all agree.
Joe Burrow, Kenny Pickett.
Nah, it's definitely Kenny Pickett. I feel bad for Kenny Pickett, man.
I don't feel bad for him.
Dak or Danny Dimes.
You Danny Dimes. Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Cooper
Honestly.
Rush is better anyway.
Dak's probably the better quarterback.
Yeah, but Cooper Rush is
But Danny's doing a lot with nothing.
Yeah.
I don't. Obviously,
this season.
I mean,
we Danny.
realistically,
If
we've
we're going on
seen
this season.
we've
I'm
seen
going
when-
with I'm going with
when things aren't perfect for Dak, he's not good. Danny's
He's delivering.
Danny's honestly been decent this season, given the fact that he has absolutely fucking nobody at receiver. Not to mention
what
his
has
offensive
what has
line has
Dak
been mostly
proved
bad.
that Daniel Jones hasn't so far this season?
Well, I mean, Dak was injured for a solid 4 or 5 weeks.
So why are we debating this? It should be Daniel Jones. He's been playing and he's been winning games.
Do we all agree with that?
That's just
Yeah.
my opinion, but
No, that's
haven't-
fair.
I really haven't seen anything. What they beat the Cowboys, they beat the Lions 2 weeks ago, right? And then who they play last
He
week?
shredded.
Who they play last week?
Oh my god. And he dominated, but they were a bad defense. Like it wasn't anything. It wasn't anything. Fuck. Who did he play?
Daniel Jones has more game-winning drives this season than Dak has games played.
Who did Dak just play? I think he threw 2 touchdowns and ran for 2. I'm pretty sure.
The Bears.
Yes, the Bears. Yes, it
They had
was
a
the
bye
Bears.
last week.
Yes, they had a bye this past week, but the week prior they played the Bears and
Sure.
Dak dominated. I'm still taking Danny though. Number 1 availability so far this year, and number 2, he's doing a lot more with less. I mean, not a lot more. He's doing something with less, with far less. That's me.
That's fair.
I'm taking Danny over
I'd
Dak.
agree.
That's probably crazy and it's probably a hot take, but taking Danny over Dak to this point.
Well, then we're in this shit together.
Let's go, man. Danny Dimes, baby.
Lamar,
All right,
Ryan,
just
yeah.
move past this, please. Just
Aaron
move past this, please.
Oh, man.
Okay, all right.
Here we
go. Here you
Okay, it's. I don't know if you probably can't see it. Justin Fields, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, but it wasn't clear last week. But we have the superior camera this week. So Justin Fields and Aaron Rodgers.
Justin Fields has been better.
The last 3
But
weeks,
is he better?
Fields has been very good.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers has been ass booty cheeks, fucking trash. God,
Justin Fields has been better.
Yeah.
I'd still take Aaron Rodgers.
He's been better, but is he better? That's
What?
it's like the question. Like,
Oh,
just because you're playing better,
oh,
are
oh.
you better?
No, I
You know?
mean I'm still taking Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers.
Yeah.
It's still Aaron.
Can't look the mic. You can't look the mic, buddy.
Gino's been
Oh
better.
shit!
Everyone say hi to
Everyone
Leo.
say hi to Leo.
Oh yeah.
Hi,
What
Leo.
up, homie? But he's adorable. This is Green's new dog, by the way. I'm sure some of you that watch the Reflex Radio channel, if you are watching this, you know who he is already. But yeah, it's Green's new dog. Anyways, Jimmy Garoppolo and Geno Smith. Obviously, Geno. I mean, I think this one's
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
obvious.
Gino.
Geno makes the top 10. This is a good one.
Gino or Tua?
Geno or Tua? This one's tough.
Tua.
Is it really?
I think it's closer than.
Bro. No. It's Tua, bro. Let's stop playing.
Geno's balling, bro.
Balling,
They're
but
both balling.
Tua's balling.
Yeah.
Bro, come on, dude.
I'm gonna take Tua, but
It's close, yeah.
but
we
it is
can give
close.
Geno,
Yeah,
we're gonna
yeah.
give Geno props on
yeah, we are
other
gonna give
things,
him.
but,
We are gonna
like,
give him
Don't
props.
overrate him.
Yeah.
It's Tua, bro.
Yeah.
Tua's been
It's
phenomenal.
overrated,
Tua, Pat.
Obviously, Pat. Yeah, move past that.
Zach Wilson or someone who doesn't start.
Zach
Yeah.
Wilson or Carson Wentz.
I feel like by default it has to be Zach Wilson.
Yeah, I mean,
He does start.
Yeah.
So that kind of gets in the
So,
edge.
how do I make this to where I just see? We'll talk later.
yeah. I mean, you guys can keep talking about the list.
Right, Trump.
Zach Wilson
do it.
or Matthew
Do
Stafford.
the player profile, like to just see their grades. Like, what is this?
No,
Like,
go Stafford.
It's
Stafford,
comparing it
I would-
to
Kyler.
the different players of that
Yeah.
archetype. So
I-
look at
It's
the
another
first
one I don't think
Just look at the
you
first
don't
one,
have to think
'cause that's
much
all
about.
players.
Matt Stafford's been
Yeah.
the most.
They both
He's
been
been so
doo-doo.
Yeah, I mean,
But
But
Kyler's been.
Kyler's also been real dog shit. Yo, did anyone see the
Yes.
D-Hop video?
Yeah.
That shit is crazy. That's wild. For those of you who do not know, DeAndre Hopkins, I said, bless you. DeAndre Hopkins went to the sideline, and I forgot what it was. He went up to Kyler and he's like, "Yo, essentially, what the fuck are you seeing?" Like he's like, "Where are you throwing the ball? Bless you. What are you seeing? Bless you." And so Kyler was just like, chill the fuck out, whatever. D-Hop was not happy. Cliff Kingsbury just seems like he has no idea what the fuck he's doing and doesn't know how to bring a team together. The Cardinals are in shambles, if I'm being completely honest. Buda Baker had his inspiring speech in the locker room, but I don't know. I just don't think they're a high quality enough team. I don't think Kyler's all that good. I think he's a very overrated quarterback. Not to mention that he just loves to play COD and doesn't give a fuck about his football career, essentially. So, with that being said, he's been better than Matthew Stafford this year.
Yeah.
So, Kyler Murray.
Davis
Mills. Baker don't even play. It's
Yeah.
Davis Mills. Did you see Baker smashing his head against other
Yes.
dudes' helmets yesterday?
Seems
Like,
like something Baker would do at this point in his life.
He's
Yo, that
pissed.
shit was wild.
wild, bro.
I seen on Ghetto Gronk. It was like a picture of Antonio Brown. It was like Baker Mayfield after smashing
Bro,
himself.
on that same slideshow, it said, I think it was like Baker Mayfield's just trying to find an excuse to say that like he was ruined by injuries.
Yeah.
So that he could say his career was ruined by injuries instead of him just being bad. Anyways, Josh Allen, Davis Mills, let's move past this one.
Yo, look at that dude's neck, bro.
Tom Brady, Josh Allen.
He drinks milk and he gets inspired on the way down.
This season, come on, obviously.
Yeah.
Let's move past this one. Trevor Lawrence, Jacoby Brissett. Yo, Jacoby Brissett's been decent, especially lately.
And they're both decent.
It's Jacoby.
Yeah.
It's Jacoby, no question, bro. He's been cool.
Yeah, but Trev's been cool in games too.
Trev started out had 2 good games to begin the year. Other than that, he's been pretty hot garbage to me. It's definitely Jacoby.
He's too on and off for me. Yeah, I mean, Jacoby's been decent. I guess
we're doing this off this year.
this season. Yeah.
How they're playing, not who's the better player, but how
No,
they're
this
playing.
season how they're playing.
it's
Yes,
Jacoby, no question, bro. It's not overthink it.
Jacoby Brissett or Russell Wilson. And if we're gonna do that, it's Jacoby Brissett. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy to say that Jacoby Brissett is outplaying Russell Wilson to this point in the fucking season.
That's right.
Jacoby's been surprisingly good at points this season. Yeah, move past this one. Let's go, Jacoby. Mac Jones, Sam Ellinger. Mac Jones, bro. Sam Ellinger is one of the worst quarterbacks I think I've ever seen in my entire life.
Jared Goff or Mac Jones.
Jared Goff,
Give me the
in my
goof-
opinion.
Yeah, give me the goofball.
Carried a little bit by his early season, but I'm still taking Jared Goff. Kirk Cousins, come on.
2 Kirk Cousins.
I don't want nobody to disrespect Kirk. Kenny Pickett or Jameis Winston.
Give me James.
Well,
give me,
Nothing.
give
one
me
of them's
famous
playing.
James.
One of them's
doesn't.
playing. One of
But
them's playing.
yeah, you can't really judge
And-
him since he's not playing.
And granted, Jameis was dealing with injuries, a lot of them. But I'm still, bro. I still
I'm still
have to
taking
take. I
Jameis.
still have to take Kenny Pickett.
That's crazy. Well, I'm taking Jameis Winston as a backup. I'd rather Jameis Winston be on my bench than Kenny Pickett start.
Well,
I would have
But
done
one's
Yeah.
starting.
Don't
it's
matter.
tough because one's starting, the other one is just ass. How do you judge it?
Bro.
You'd probably rather Jameis Winston as your quarterback than Kenny Pickett now.
I agree.
All right, fair enough.
So Jameis Winston.
That's fine. I don't even want to debate Kenny Pickett versus Jameis Winston. So Joe Burrow, obviously.
Joe Burrow,
Derek Carr, Joe Burrow,
Yep.
Ryan
Dak Prescott,
Tannehill,
Ryan. I'm taking Dak.
Yeah.
I'm taking Dak. 100%. I don't know about
I'll
you
take
guys.
Dak.
I think it's Dak. Yeah, sure. We were talking about availability before. Ryan Tannehill's also been injured the last two
Yeah.
games. So
Okay.
speaking of,
One more.
Lamar.
yeah,
you can
this
skip
is
past this
clear.
one.
One more.
Lamar,
Yeah.
come on.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, do we have any thoughts on Malik Willis last week?
I think Willis is going to be a good player.
I think he's going to be a very good fit in that offense.
He has.
I
yeah,
agree.
He had no weapons.
No.
He wasn't good in that game.
He wasn't good,
no.
But they have no weapons, and I think, hopefully Derrick Henry is a superhuman and he's not going anywhere anytime soon. Hopefully, but whatever it is.
So
Yeah.
much
But
mileage.
while he's there, though, to be able to add a read option
That's what
into
the triple
what-
options.
what they already have going on, like that, Derrick Henry is great because he's Derrick Henry, he's the king, but they have a great run scheme there.
Yes, they do.
So to be able to expand on the great run scheme they already have and possibly add a read option in there, because Malik Willis is a great athlete.
Yes.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. And he's got a cannon.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's got the
strong
potential.
arms. So
Liberty, right?
There were some throws in that game that I genuinely was like,
the touchdown
holy
throw to the
shit.
tight end. Who
Yes.
was it? Was that Hooper or was that?
It was Austin
Yeah.
Hooper. Yeah, it
Great
was Austin
throw.
Hooper.
Good throw.
Nah, he's got all the arm talent in the world. That's why
And
I just wanted to
he
pose
is-
it to you guys. Because
Very fast.
Yeah,
he is
he's
extremely athletic. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
He's the
very
biggest
much
loss for
missing.
any team, I think, this season.
I forgot. I saw a tweet, and it was ranking the level of losses
Yeah.
for wide receivers that have left the teams, and I put Devontae Adams at 1. I think I put Devontae Adams at 1. I put AJ Brown at 2.
Yeah.
Because I mean, realistically, you think about it. Whose phone is going off?
You're all right.
That's mine. Look at that. Sacramento, California.
Nice.
Maybe it's the Aaron Fox. Should we answer it?
No, do not answer.
Hello?
God damn it.
Hello? Yeah, hello? That is me, yeah.
All right. Well,
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy Garoppolo, Marcus Mariota. Going Jimmy.
That was weird.
All right, we going Jimmy?
Yeah, go Jimmy.
Jimmy. Justin Fields or Jimmy?
This is a shit show, by the way.
Justin Fields.
Even better.
Yeah, Justin Fields. By the way, Trunks, watch your foot because my boy's chilling right next to you. Justin Fields.
Gino or
Oh,
Justin?
this is
I
Gino.
think Gino.
This is Gino for sure. Clear. Aaron Rodgers, Gino Smith. It's been Gino.
Gino.
Yeah. It's crazy, bro.
What
That would have been
That would
ass.
suck. All right.
Justin Herbert or Geno Smith.
Gino.
Gino's been better.
You IEO?
Oh, what happened?
I gotta retrofit his $300. I'm not paying that shit.
What?
What?
Damn,
What
you shouldn't
the
have
fuck?
answered that shit, bro.
I shouldn't have.
Yo, I
It's-
texted you something also. So just check.
Justin Herbert or Geno Smith.
Gino's been better.
I'm personally still taking Justin Herbert.
Herbert's been mint to me. And, a lot of that goes on the coaching there. Brendan Staley.
Yeah, Brandon Staley has not been good. Brandon Staley has not been good.
It's just like his average depth of throw is less than 10 yards. It's just why? 'Cause
Yeah.
he's one of the stronger arms.
Bro, he throws a pretty ass deep ball,
That's
bro.
So he's-
Pretty ass. I think obviously he had an injury early in the season. And usually when you get injured in the middle of the season, you're not getting healthier.
Yeah.
He's definitely dealing with something. I get why you guys would pick Geno. I personally pick Herbert. Ortiz, what are you going with? Herbert or Geno?
This season so far, give me Herbert.
Oh,
Okay.
damn, Dean. What do we think?
Is he in the
Damn.
chat?
We have 3 people in the chat right now.
Yo, one of you gotta vote.
Yeah,
of you
whoever-
guys, or 2 now.
Someone
Whoever
the
is in the
pressure was
chat,
too much.
whoever is in the chat, please hit us up immediately. Geno Smith or Justin Herbert to this point in the season.
You have literally 2 minutes.
You have all the power in the world right now.
But you have
Um,
2 minutes.
3
If you-
people now.
yeah.
2 minutes. Drop it in the chat. Geno Smith, Justin Herbert. You guys are deciding this part of this part of it right
season
now.
has been better.
Me and Ortiz picked Herbert. Them 2 picked Geno. To this point in the season, who is the better quarterback?
Part of his problem is that Keenan's been hurt too. He was hurt for a while.
For sure. Austin Eckler has been fucking
Yeah.
amazing
The
this
best,
season.
one of my best
Yo.
friends, as I said last week.
Side note, so I have my older sister, my older sister with the baby, texted me last night. I can't believe you're turning 21 tomorrow. Like, you grew up so fast. This is last night. My birthday is not today. My birthday is tomorrow.
Yes, it
It's
is.
texting me like my birthday is today.
Happy birthday.
My uncle just texted me, happy birthday. My birthday is tomorrow, bro. My own family don't know my birthday. It's crazy, bro.
Happy early birthday to Chris, by
It's
the way.
crazy.
Call us a birthday.
Let's do that.
Yeah, all 2 people say happy birthday to Chris.
Well, I mean, whoever sees this,
Like, I don't even
After
want to
this.
say thank you. Like, it's not even.
Text him back tomorrow.
Yeah.
after this, if whoever sees this, wish Chris a happy birthday. It is tomorrow.
So wish him a happy birthday tomorrow.
Yeah,
Please
please do.
wish me a happy birthday.
When you see
tomorrow.
this, wish him a happy birthday
If
tomorrow.
anything, do it Sunday.
Yeah. I'd rather a day late than a day early if
When
if it's
he
my
is.
birthday, honestly.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, the Big 21, and that'll finish the friend group, right?
Yeah.
That'll finish the whole entire friend group.
Did anyone?
So
say
nobody
anything?
dropped anything in the
No.
chat.
All right.
Or just take Gino. I'm cool with it.
All right,
Thanks,
sure. Do you know what it is? Baker. Oh my god.
This is fun.
Disgusting.
Baker Mayfield
You
or
guys are
Carson
killing me.
Wentz.
Give me Baker for
yeah.
theatrics.
Yeah, Baker for the.
Wait. Yo.
Yo.
We weren't on the chat.
You idiot. Good job.
But it was split anyways. It was Jack said Herbert. Daniel Brothers said Carson Wentz over
Daniel
Baker
Brothers.
Mayfield.
Yo.
What up, brothers?
What's up?
Tom said riding Gino. Jack said Herbert, and we were even anyways. So we
Yeah,
just
so-
said Gino. Daniel Brothers said Carson Wentz, so we go Carson Wentz.
I mean,
We weren't
I-
even tied.
yeah.
No,
I
but
said Baker.
I'm
cares,
still
bro?
taking. I don't give a
It's true.
fuck about this.
Alright.
This
You're
right
so
here.
right.
Let's
Davis
speed it up.
Mills.
Davis
Look
Mills.
at- Look at that neck, bro.
And neck
That is
neck.
crazy.
Mills.
Davis Mills. Oh, actually,
Wait,
this is
No,
closer.
no.
This is
Zach
closer than we
Wilson.
think.
I'm taking Zach Wilson, bro. Davis Mills hasn't done anything in particular to really move me, and Zach Wilson hasn't been good, but Zach Wilson has showed up in the fourth quarter of some games.
Yeah,
and-
no, in most games, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I'm
you
taking
could
Zach
argue.
Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, he's winning. There's the
Yeah.
difference.
True.
He's winning.
Uh,
That's right.
Chris. I said make sure it's good.
Zach Wilson. Tom
No,
Brady.
not that. The one. All the
Please just
actual
move forward with
graphics.
this.
Tom Brady.
I sent it in the chat like 10 before we saw it.
Jack, he asked where's Wagner at. So Dean is currently on the IR.
Yeah,
He's on injured reserve. He injured himself in last night's game. By the way, brother said MILF Hunter for the win, which facts, honestly. But yeah, no, Jack, Dean got hurt in last night's game, and it's bad. Like, honestly, he said he can't even walk this morning. So he's probably going to the hospital. As I
Be
said,
good.
as I said before, we're going to update you guys if we get any information about Dean. I don't even know if he went to the hospital yet.
No.
But yeah, no, we don't know what's going to happen with that. So we're hoping Dean's good.
Yeah.
But anyways, Matthew Stafford, Tom Brady. It's Tom Brady.
Yo, by the way, make sure you stay in frame, bro.
Please.
That is very true. I have a bad tendency to fall out.
But yeah,
I move around too much. It's Tom
Tom
Brady.
Brady.
Tom Brady.
Yo, you
Chris is that one better.
you guys in the chat, does the video quality look any better than last week?
Spent $8 million on the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah. So you guys let us know if you think the quality's better because, well, we tried to make the quality better. And if you say no, then we're just sad.
Yeah.
Tom Brady over Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
I think that's also
simple.
pretty clear. Trevor Lawrence over Sam
Lawrence,
Ellinger. Oh my God, bro.
Trevor Lawrence, Mac Jones.
I'm still taking
Bro.
Trev.
Yep.
Mac has
Jones
not
has
been
been
good.
bad.
Yeah, Mac has not been good this year.
Bailey's
Goff,
happy better.
Trevor Lawrence.
I'm gonna be honest. Goofballs had more good games.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
Big goof.
The goofball.
Goof for Russ.
I'm still taking Goof.
For Russ.
Golf.
I'm
Yeah.
still taking Goof.
That's right.
Or Jacoby.
This one's interesting.
I'm taking Jacoby easily.
I'll take
I'm taking Jared Goff.
Jacoby.
Close.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we don't
Yeah.
even. I love Jared. Kirk
Kirk
Cousins.
Cousins. Yeah.
1 o'clock. Kirk Cousins.
Kirk
Jalen
Cousins.
Hurts.
Tannehill, Kenny Pickett.
Tannehill.
Bro, this dude isn't even wearing a real jersey in the picture.
Tannehill.
Yeah,
He doesn't own a number.
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr.
Carr hasn't been good, but Tannehill hasn't either. And Derek Carr, it's essentially just
Derek Carr.
so availability
Prescott.
or goodness.
Goodness, what a word.
Availability is the best ability.
Then take Derek Carr
Derek Carr has played.
every game.
Yeah.
Dak
And
is
it's not
not.
like they haven't been competitive in most of these games.
Bro, the sad part is they've been up
20
by
points.
double digits
Yeah.
in almost every single game this season
The
at
defense
some
just
point.
falls.
It's not the defense, bro. They were up, what was
No,
it,
the
20
defense
The
is
defense
shit.
definitely
It is
falls
bad. No,
apart. If you're up by
bro,
20 and then you blow a
obviously.
20-point
I talked
But-
about that Chandler Jones signing so much. Dude, that's fucking
Horrible.
4.5 stats.
horrible, bro.
Man,
He's
he
been
He doesn't
terrible.
even have a fucking full
He's
stat,
been
bro.
so bad, honestly.
So sad,
It's
bro.
crazy to me because
Hurts.
honestly, some
Jalen.
of us we should have seen it coming because the numbers were kind of skewed from week 1 last season. He had like 5 of the sacks
Yeah,
in week 1
but
last year.
He doesn't even have a full stat.
Yeah, I know it's been really
Couldn't
bad.
see that.
It's been really
One of the
bad.
best
Derek
edge
Carr
rushers in the
Here.
league last season.
I'm going Dak. Still.
for the first week of the season.
I'm going
Derek,
Dak. still.
I'd go Derek Carr just because he's been playing.
3 Derek Carrs. Or... Did you say something else? Keith?
I said Derek Carr for this one.
No Derek Carr.
Danny,
Down.
give me fucking
Derek
Danny
Carr.
right
Danny
now.
down.
Give me Danny.
Yep.
Joe Burr,
Joe Burrow.
Lamar.
Joe Burr.
Joe's been really good.
I'm
and
taking Joe Burrow right now, bro. I'm the biggest Joe Burrow hater in the fucking universe, but Lamar hasn't been particularly great.
Yeah,
We were talking about doing more with less, right? Lamar has arguably had that at some of the worst in the league the last couple of weeks, especially, and he's still winning games.
What do you mean? He has Isaiah Likely.
I think you go either way with this one.
It's
I'm
fair
taking
either
Dak.
way. I'm putting my case. I'm just
Joe
stating
Burrow
my
has been
case.
pretty good recently. Like
Burrow has been very good, yeah, for sure.
I think I'm going with Lamar on this.
I'd take Lamar.
Probably go Lamar.
I mean, that's
Joe
3, yeah.
Mariota.
Mariota because he's
Yeah.
playing.
Alright.
Mariota because he's playing.
Mariota's going crazy.
I guess
Mario.
in that.
I'm sorry. I'm taking Davis Mills. What the fuck was that? I'm taking Davis Mills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy G.
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Jimmy or Zach?
I'm still taking Jimmy G. Yeah.
Jimmy or Stafford?
Jimmy
Jimmy's
G.
better.
I would want Steph. But my
Tyler or Jimmy.
Kyler.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'd take
I think Tyler clears.
Tyler, I guess.
Fields has been better.
Fields, bro.
Yeah.
Fields has been better in the last 3 weeks. We can't forget
Fields
about the
is very
first
full
5.
Sorry, that's
But Kyler's been made up the whole time.
Would you rather take 3 really good weeks and 5 horrible weeks, or like essentially 8 mid weeks?
It's tough.
I
And
The
Kyler,
thing is-
and no, Kyler's had weeks where he's been good.
Yeah.
I honestly, I'd still take Kyler just right now.
I'm taking Mr. Fields.
That's fair. But that dog's adorable, bro. I'd take Murray. I'd take Kyler.
What do you think?
Am I the only one? Because then it's easy that we take Fields.
It's like all mid or half and half. I'd probably rather the all mid.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah.
So
What
we're
do you
tied.
think?
Didn't you say Fields?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're tied. So
Chad, Kyler Murray, Justin Fields, real
come on,
quick.
come on, come on.
You got 30 seconds.
Yep.
29, 28.
Please don't count.
I'm not going to.
Says the ball.
Excuse me, sir. Can I get my food?
Yo,
please?
chat.
Can't
Did
eat
they
on
say
a-
anything?
Nah.
Yo, chat. Help
Come
us
on.
out. Justin Fields or Kyler Murray. Come on.
All right, we're flipping a coin with Siri. Siri, flip a coin.
Wait, we didn't even.
Oh
determine
my
whose
God,
heads or
that
tails.
was yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Fields' heads to
Kyler's tails.
Yo,
Flip a coin.
This looks pretty good. What you get?
Tails.
All right. There it is.
What you get? Looks pretty good.
Grilled chicken, egg, cheese.
Mm.
They didn't have avocado.
Cheese.
I was tight.
Aaron
Um,
Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers or Kyler?
Taking Aaron Rodgers.
I'd probably take
Yeah,
A-Rod
I'll take
too.
Aaron Tom.
Taking Tom for sure.
Tom. Gino Tom.
You guys gotta speak if you
Tua.
want to say something. This guy's a fucking sandwich.
I didn't know either way.
Here, all right. Here I'm going to respectfully.
I would
A bit
agree.
better. Yeah.
Two eyes one better.
Or Josh.
Josh.
Oh,
Here
Last-
we
no,
go.
don't. I'm taking Mahomes as of right now.
I'll take Mahomes.
Just because of the
Wow.
last, just
That-
because
that
of the
one-
last
that's
2
where I
weeks.
thought it was gonna go.
And I do want to have the conversation that I do think Josh Allen is better.
So let's talk
Yeah,
about it.
Why
Let's talk about
is
it.
Josh Allen better at football than Kevin?
And why
So-
would you pick Mahomes?
Because
You
the
just
last
said the best.
because the last 2 weeks
Uh,
for Josh Allen have been horrendous, and Pat has really only had one
Got
bad game this
injured,
season.
yeah.
And Josh is probably going to miss this coming week. I think Josh Allen is the better quarterback. And we can't hold these last 2 weeks completely against Josh because there's been times in Mahomes' career where he'll go through a 4-week stretch where he just forgets how to throw the football, essentially.
4 weeks.
4
is
weeks
a
is
stretch.
a whole
No,
month
I
of
mean
just
if you look
how
at
you like
if you look at close to the end of last season,
left hand.
he was bad in a 3 or 4 week stretch, and people were like, "Yo, what's going on with Mahomes? Like, what the fuck?" And then come playoff time, he was fine, and everyone forgot about that because he was fine. My thing is, I take Josh Allen only because I think that there are things that Josh Allen can do that Mahomes can't.
Like what?
I think he slightly has the edge as a runner of the not slightly. I think he
Definitely
clearly
has
has
the
the edge
edge
as a
as
runner of
a
the
runner.
football.
Yeah, he's a freak athlete.
And obviously Mahomes can make every
Everything
throw.
throwing.
Both of them,
Mahomes
I
is
don't
better.
agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Elaborate.
And I think that every throw that Mahomes can make, Josh Allen can also make.
Okay, but what's the
I
better
don't
pocket
see it.
presence? Mahomes, when he's in the pocket, he looks like he's just having fun.
Is
Mahomes
Josh
is-
Allen throwing no passes?
Sure.
I mean, I'm not gonna go based off of a no look
look
pass.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna say, yo, this quarterback's better than this
Mahomes
quarterback.
right
so I'm
now
throwing
this
no-look
season
pass.
is doing more with less.
Mahomes, just his vision of the field is untouchable. No
We're
one
saying-
is
we're
like
saying
Mahomes
more
when it
with-
comes to.
We're saying more with less. And my thing is, he has the greatest offensive mind in the league currently. And he's part of that for sure. He's
Yeah,
definitely helped to create
Aren't
a
the
lot of the
Bills
plays.
so well coached? They helped discover Josh Allen's great potential.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't
Probably
disagree
gonna
with that.
fucking-
But I will say that I think that Mahomes, the whole narrative that he's doing more with less, he has one of the best offensive lines.
He
in
does have a
football.
better one. I'll give him
By
100%,
far.
Yeah,
It's-
100%.
And this past week was the only week that it was like
Yeah.
legitimately bad.
Yeah, 100% he has.
Allen's O-line's been very shaky all season. And in terms of receivers, yes, I can't even really argue that. Diggs, but Gabe Davis hasn't been what we expected Gabe Davis to be. That's
What
the
you
issue.
expected him to be.
Yeah.
Yes, what I expected Gabe Davis to be. He hasn't been that. So I can't even say that in totality, like Mahomes hasn't had extremely good weapons. Like Juju's been really good for them this season. Travis Kelce is still Travis Kelce. Nothing changed there. Neither team has a good running game necessarily, but I'd argue that Kansas City has a better one. I don't even know there. That's literally
That's
shit versus shit, essentially. But in terms of weapons, I don't think it's clear that the Bills have the better weapons because, well, the depth of Kansas City's receiving core has been just as good as the depth of Buffalo's receiving core because it's literally been boiled down to Diggs at points. And for Mahomes, Juju's been consistent. and he's given him a good number 2 target next to Travis Kelce. So I don't know. I think Juju deserves to get that respect on his name this season.
I just traded for him. I know. Juju's been fucking phenomenal.
So
the trade is the reason that Josh Allen's better.
Yeah.
No. I'm giving
it's
you all
just
the
like-
reasons overall where.
Like, I don't even want to, like, I can't dive into stats, but just
The eye test.
watching the games,
Yeah.
you can't tell me Josh Allen could do everything Mahomes can throwing the ball. Maybe he could throw the ball as deep, and he has a good, just as good of a deep
Probably has
ball.
a better arm, honestly.
Okay.
But-
No,
but
Give or
again,
take what, like 2 yards?
2 yards.
You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
like,
Yeah, exactly.
I think
I
Mahomes is
agree.
more accurate, bro.
Yeah, and as I said before,
Mahomes is more
pocket
accurate, bro.
in the
Like,
presence,
come on.
it's just insane. The way he just
His pocket in the presence. His pocket in the presence.
bro.
Yup.
I know what you mean, bro.
His pocket in the presence.
Like I said, like Josh Allen is a great quarterback. Like
he's top 2.
yeah. I said this in the
He
chat.
is too,
He
is
is
what you're
number
saying.
To me,
Yeah.
Josh Allen, not like comparing the way they play football, but just the tier of where they are, like the skill level. If you were grading it, Josh Allen is like prime Aaron Rodgers. Like he's that good. But to me, Pat Mahomes is just better than both. Like with my eye test, he just visibly clears both. Pat Mahomes is the most talented football player I've seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like it's just as simple as that for me.
That's fair. I mean, if you 3 voted Mahomes, I mean, I voted
You
Mahomes
also
too.
voted Mahomes.
I voted
So that's
Mahomes
fair.
because of the last 2 weeks. I mean, it is
Yeah.
Mahomes, but I do, like I said,
Josh Allen's
take
really
Josh Allen.
like I'm not,
Yeah, and I'm not bagging on Mahomes
they're two-
either. Like,
yeah, they're 2 best quarterbacks.
if you gave me, I literally have them like this, like they're level. It's unbelievable what these 2 are
To
doing.
me, it's
So,
just like I don't see any debate for Josh Allen being better than Mahomes. Like I just don't see it.
that's fair.
Other than his team being better, which has it, but
That you know how I know that Mahomes is better than Josh Allen? Because people like me who have Mahomes better than Josh Allen will say it how I say it. There's no debate for Josh Allen being better than Mahomes. But the people who have Josh Allen better than Mahomes will say there's a debate. So that's the teller right there.
Fair enough. That's a
yeah.
great fucking line, honestly.
All right, so
Someone put that in quotes.
that was a good little discussion.
Yeah.
I
We
enjoyed
needed
it.
that one.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
yeah,
We go from
It's
bad
simple.
I think it's
to
simple, but ew.
I honestly want to almost have an argument about how bad both of these guys are.
Is there like a skip?
Kenny Pickett and Sam Ellinger. I mean, I'm taking Kenny
You have to
Pickett.
I guess we
I'm
have to
taking
take Kenny
Kenny
Pickett.
Pickett.
Yeah,
Sad as that sounds.
have to. Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
Yeah,
Mac
Jeez.
Jones.
it's crazy.
Mac. Tannehill.
Thanks for just gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are mad good at the.
I'll go.
Oh, I thought that one was like.
No,
I'll go Tannehill here. Mac Jones stinks.
I go Tannehill.
I'd probably agree. Yeah.
we also can. We good. Keep going. You're really bad at this.
Tannehill.
I'm
yeah.
taking Trev.
I think Tannehill.
Oh man, I was gonna say Trent.
Well, here we go, fellas.
Wait, let's see if
The chat ain't gonna respond,
Who
man.
knows? What if they do this time? Maybe this is like on the tip. They want this argument. They've been waiting for this debate.
Okay, Trevor Lawrence, Ryan Tannehill. You have 15 seconds.
It's a bit much because the stream's delayed by 10, so they'll get 5 seconds. Good job. That's what
I feel like this
God.
flannel makes me look mad handsome.
It does. I like
I
it.
feel like I look good.
You never wear flannel, dude.
I just my girlfriend made me buy it.
No, it's
Trev,
fire.
next,
and
fuck
she was
you.
like,
Tom answered. Thank you, Tom.
Trev
I
next.
appreciate
Okay,
you.
Tom
"Yeah,
answered.
we went shopping for a
Let's
while."
go, Tom.
She was like,
Thanks,
"You're
buddy.
gonna get a flannel." I was like, "Okay."
Um,
I go Dak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
it doesn't even matter. It's 3 against 1.
Dak and Russ.
Dak, I guess.
It's so
Dak.
hard to argue for
You can't.
Dak
Yeah.
or against Dak because he really hasn't
This guy
played
Dak's
this
getting
season.
Mickey Mouse.
Since he
picks
came
right
back,
He's
from
played
injury,
2 games this
he's
season.
He's been cool.
now. Yeah.
Like he hasn't.
I mean, he played 1 game.
No, I'm saying since he came back, he's played 2 games.
Has he played 2 since he came in?
The Lions and the Bears.
Oh yeah, Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Oh my. Yeah, pick Dak. I guess.
Dak's 2 games that he came back from
Has been
injury are
good.
better than any game Russell
Yeah,
Wilson's had. all
yeah,
year,
no, I
so-
agree.
Did you say Lions, Tigers, and Bears?
Wow.
That's about
You
made a good point.
Bro, Goff was balling at the beginning of the
Yeah,
season,
he was.
but like he's been
This
so
is
bad.
stupid.
Yeah.
This is not like the top 30 NBA players because there are so many quarterbacks that are like mid or shit that it's
Yeah.
like, yo, like fuck. Like some of these aren't even good.
Wait,
Who'd you even pick?
yo,
Dak.
2 of them said golf, and neither of us said a word.
Good job, guys.
Whatever.
Yo,
Yeah, whatever.
It's-
Dak.
Can we get rid of Trump
Here I'm
instead?
going Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett to me has done enough to win some games, and availability is the best
Yeah.
ability.
Chris makes a good argument.
Yeah.
Like Jacoby, like the last one was golf. To me, Jacoby's been better than golf. So that's what So if we're picking golf over Dak, then we
Yeah,
have
we
to
have
pick Jacoby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Good point. Jacoby.
Weird there.
I'm going Jacoby again, respectfully.
I mean, in technicality, we didn't
Better.
even pick.
Yeah, no.
Golf
Trunks
over
is just
Dak.
picking.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
Trumps. Can you wait for everyone to answer? And
Right.
like,
All right,
I mean,
so
I'm
here
happy you
going
found it
Jacoby.
75% through the thing. But good job.
Jacoby.
This season, I feel like it just has to be Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, I also Derek Carr, but doesn't matter.
I'm gonna be honest. We gotta speed this up a little bit.
Yeah,
Any damage?
Danny. Give me Danny.
Danny?
Damn.
Give me Kirk.
I
yeah.
thought those both Daniel Jones for a second. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Jalen
Wow.
Joe
Joe.
Joe Burr.
Jalen
Jalen
Hurts.
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
Yo, we gotta stop
Yeah.
going to these shit
Yeah,
fucking
Baker.
ones after good ones.
Baker.
No, please stop.
Mac.
Mac, just because of what Mariota did last night.
Yeah.
Davis. Neck. Right?
Yeah.
The neck.
Yeah.
The neck are kind of. They both have long necks, but Davis Mills' neck is longer.
I think that's why we go with Davis Mills.
The neck.
Trev.
Trev has a fat neck.
Yeah, Trev has a fat neck.
You really three knocked down the line, bro.
Hey, yo.
Zach Wilson, Trevor
I
Lawrence.
guess Zach.
Top 2 picks in last week's draft.
I guess Zach. I mean,
He's a red face.
he fucks
Yeah,
moms.
Red face was fat.
He
neck.
fucks moms, bro.
Zach,
He fucks moms, bro.
Zach Wilson and Russell Wilson.
One of them's
Wilson
winning
brothers.
One of them's
Yeah.
one of them's willing.
One of them's willing.
Zach Wilson or the Goof.
Goof.
Goofball.
Is it the Goof?
I don't
Yes.
know. Honestly, this is shit.
Yeah, these are really not fun.
This is
Stafford or
terrible.
the Goof.
The goof. The goof's mentioned top 10. I'll make sure of it. Give me the goof.
Stafford. I have. Damn, Stafford's been really bad.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Matthew Stafford though.
All right.
Injury and offensive line.
The past and the future.
I'm gonna go with Goof, bro.
Yeah. Go goof.
I love Jared Goff, so I'm going Jared Goff.
Wow.
Yo, I can't believe I owe retro
Jimmy.
finish $300.
Jimmy.
Goofball. Jimmy.
Yeah, I'd probably take Jimmy. I think he's been good for the most part.
Jimmy.
Jimmy or
Oh,
Dak?
Lab said Trevor over
Jimmy.
Zach. Lab's just a hater.
I think it's could go either way. Honestly, Trevor really hasn't been all that special. I'd take Jimmy over
Yeah.
Dak.
Jimmy or Derek Carr?
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Jimmy or Brissett?
I'm
Taking Jacoby, bro. I
I
really like
agree.
this.
This is
I
where
like
I
Jacoby.
draw the line. I'm taking Jimmy G.
I like Jacoby.
I really,
You took Jacoby?
Yeah.
I really like what Jacoby's done this year. But he's not better than Justin Fields. Jacoby or Justin Fields?
Yo.
Justin Fields, that's crazy.
I have Justin Fields.
I love how like these last 3 weeks we're like, yo, Justin Fields is him.
Yo, he's him.
Bro.
Yeah, the prophecy is being
Uh-huh.
fulfilled.
Take Justin
They
Fields.
figured out how to use him in the offense.
Justin
Justin-
Fields.
Danny,
and
Danny.
Danny. Kyler.
Ah, fuck.
It's like
Give me Kyler.
Yeah.
I can't do
You have
it.
to stop there.
Oh, hold up. Lab said if Stafford and Murray are both out this week,
Who are we taking in Cardinals versus?
Jesus
fucking Christ. That's a
Nice.
shit show.
I don't even know who the backup quarterback is for either team.
I'll take the
I'm gonna be honest, I
Rams.
don't either, bro.
Lab, who are the backup quarterbacks?
Yeah,
Is Colt McCoy still the backup for the Cardinals?
Might be.
I think he
So we're
is.
taking Kyler here.
I'm taking Danny.
You're both
Kyler.
taking Kyler.
Yeah, as a Giant fan, I still take Kyler.
Going with Danny
Danny's
Dimes,
been
bro.
better.
Danny has the most game-winning drives
Exactly.
in the NFL this year,
Bro,
bro.
he has
Switch
more
my
game-winning
vote.
drives
Give me
than
Danny.
wins.
Give me
Yeah.
Danny Dimes. So it's tied.
Wow.
No,
What are you
Danny.
go- Oh, you changed your
Okay,
mind.
all right.
Danny.
Danny's top 10
Chat.
this year so far.
No, we
Chat.
changed our mind. Trump changed his mind.
Oh, he
So, yeah.
Oh, cool.
So it's just Danny.
As a Giant fan, I
Give
love
me
Danny
this.
Dimes or Aaron Rodgers.
This season,
Danny's
give
been
me
better.
Danny.
Danny's been better.
Bro.
What?
Danny's been better.
Daniel fucking Jones.
Yeah, this is gonna be the craziest.
The worst list of all. Justin Herbert.
All right, this is where
it
the Danny
stops.
hype train ends.
Yeah,
is where it
yeah.
stops.
Justin Herbert or Daniel Jones. We're taking her.
I'm taking Herbert.
Danny on
Herbert,
top says Tom. Let's go, Tom.
Herbert or Kirk
I
Cousins.
think Kirk in
Captain
this
Kirk,
season,
you
yeah.
said
Yeah,
Kirk.
Captain Kirk.
Kirk or Gino. This is a good one.
This season alone, Kirk's been really good, but Gino's just been. Bro, he leads the league in completion.
Yes,
Yeah.
slight edge to
Yeah.
Gino.
They wrote him off.
Really,
He didn't write back. Baby. Go Gino.
really slight edge to
That
Gino.
line alone.
Gino
Joe
or
Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
I still think I'd take Joe.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Shiesty.
Yeah, we shiesty it.
Shiesty or Tom Brady.
Shiesty.
I'm going Joe Shiesty.
Yeah.
I don't think it's all Tom Brady's fault though.
Tua or Joe Burrow. Give me Tua
Tua.
every single day of the week.
I'd say he's been better this season. Yeah.
I'm taking Joe.
So Trump, who
I'll
is your
take
vote?
Tua.
Yeah, just say name.
Can I?
I
You
said-
want me to
he
pull
said
the stats
he's been
about?
better
Nah,
this season.
they-
Who is he?
Yo, if anyone wants to see his stats about Tua, just look it up yourself. I'm not telling you
Tua's
guys.
stats have been unbelievable.
Tua's stats are really good. We don't have them in front of us.
They're crazy, yeah.
Tua or
Lamar.
Lamar? I'm taking Tua, but it doesn't matter what I think. Lamar or Jalen? Jalen. Jalen or Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts to me. Respect. Actually, no. Josh Allen.
If it's this
Josh
season,
Josh Allen. Come on, think. Think about the games. Is it really Jalen Hurts being that great, or is it that
Bro,
the Eagles have a great team? Come
I'm
on.
gonna get into why Jalen Hurts. I have to pick Jalen Hurts over everybody. I feel like,
Well,
but
yeah.
actually not.
Yeah, you,
but not. But
yeah, I know. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm thinking
Josh
Josh
Allen. Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Allen.
Yeah.
We did it.
Wow.
Wow.
All right,
All right, so
I saw Pat Mahomes on this list. Like,
yo. Honestly, yeah.
I'll read it off from 32 to 1. I'm gonna speed run it. 32 to 1. All right. Sam Ellinger, Kenny Pickett, Jameis Winston, Baker Mayfield, Carson Wentz, Marcus Mariota, Mac Jones, Ryan Tannehill, Davis Mills, Trevor Lawrence, Russell Wilson. That's 32 to 22. Crazy that Russell Wilson's 22.
yeah. Also, can I say one thing? It's crazy how Jameis is below
Anybody
Baker.
drive a blue Nissan Road?
Looney Song.
That'd be bad.
All right. 21 and on. Zach Wilson, Matt Stafford, Jared Goff, Dak Prescott, Derek Carr, Jimmy Garoppolo, Jacoby Brissett, Justin Fields, Kyler Murray, Aaron Rodgers. That rounds out 22 to 12. And yo, leave me alone. I'm sick, bro. I'm sick. Like, that's why my voice is cracking. But I'm not like Dean. When I'm sick, I still show up.
Hell yeah.
Word.
All right, now the top 11 quarterbacks. At 11, Daniel Jones. At
Wow.
10, Justin Herbert. At 9, Kirk Cousins. At 8, Geno Smithington. At 7, Tom Brady. At 6, Joe Shiesty Burr. At 5, Tua. At 4, Lamar Jackson. At 3, Jalen Hurts. At 2, Josh Allen. At 1, Patrick Mahomes.
I agree. I like
So, all right, here's what I'm going to say. That 32 to 12 range, I don't really give a shit about. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I think we have Aaron Rodgers too high.
I think so too.
Where is he?
12.
I don't know how he's above Justin Fields. Yeah.
But I think that the top 11, I think we ranked perfectly.
It's good.
And I'll repeat it again from 11 down.
Wait, just one quick thing. We have the backup quarterbacks for the Rams and the Cardinals.
All right.
I figured it was Walford. I just didn't think it was because
I won't
like.
read it.
Go ahead.
You already said the name.
So who are the quarterbacks for what team?
So, the Cardinals are Colt, and
Colt who?
Colt
Colt,
McCoy,
yeah.
okay, who I said before. And the Rams are John Walford, and the Rams are currently a 1-point favorite.
Where's the game? I'm guessing in Los Angeles if the Rams are the favorite.
It's-
Actually, it
it's-
doesn't matter.
It's
They don't
definitely
even have home field.
it's
if they
definitely
did
in California.
that. Give me Rams money line.
Bro, it's John Walford, bro. At least I've seen Colt McCoy do something in the past.
Yeah.
Give me Rams.
I'm taking Colt McCoy and the fucking Cardinals.
All right. So again, lastly, our top 11 quarterbacks from this season in the NFL so far at the midseason point. At 11, Daniel Jones. At 10, Justin Herbert. At 9, Captain Kirk Cousins. At 8, Geno Smithington. At 7, the GOAT Tom Brady. At 6, Joe Burrow, Shiesty Burr. At 5, Tua Tagovailoa. At 4, Lamar Jackson. At 3, Jalen Hurtsington. At 2, Jalen. At 1, the best player ever, Patrick Mahomes.
Honestly, no, that is a very good list.
I like that.
The top 12 is very good.
Yes. All right.
Greatest of Kenny.
Wait, we had Kirk at 10 or 9?
9. One spot above Justin Herbert.
Respect.
Yeah.
I love Kirk.
All right, and that's our QB ranking list. It's probably a little bit flawed, the 32
to 13.
Yeah. But it is what it is. It's our list for a reason. If you disagree, say something when you watch this. And honestly, we don't give a shit if you disagree.
Yeah.
Our opinions are our opinions. And
Yeah.
don't call us casuals because we make an opinion. We all watch the games. We sit here and we take this like a job. Stop calling us casuals. All right, next segment, our NFL midseason awards. Let's get right into it. Let's hop right into it. Coach of the year.
Yeah, we'll save MVP for last.
Yeah, I'll lead us up. Coach of the year. Ortiz.
Give me a second.
Eagles coach.
Eagles coach.
You know, I'm so happy that you like do your research to at least know the name of the guy that you're picking for the fucking award.
Yeah, I mean, Nick Sirianni is third.
Nick Sirianni's elite for
Yeah.
sure.
It was either him. I actually had a few coaches.
There's
that
a
were on this
lot
list.
that could be
I
coach
had,
of the year.
I had
this year.
both the year coaches because I feel like what they've been doing is
I
obviously
agree.
overperformed this season. And then Mike
Ortiz.
did.
Who is your pick?
Oh, I said Nick Sirianni.
You have Nick Sirianni as well?
I'm taking Pete Carroll.
I'm also taking Pete
I
Carroll.
like
I
that.
agree.
I like that.
Seahawks, we all had them as the
And
worst.
Trunks has Eagles man apparently.
We had the Eagles almost consensusly as the worst team in the NFL. Not the
Not the
Eagles.
Eagles.
I'm sorry, the Seahawks, both birds. The Seahawks are in a division that we thought was going to be a tough division, the NFC West. The division does suck, but
those casuals.
but there are good teams in that division. Like, let's be real.
For sure, the 49ers will turn up.
Yeah,
I don't think the Seahawks will end up winning the division. I think the 49ers will end up
yeah. But
taking it, but
the draft for the Seahawks,
Oh,
we're going to get into that.
my
but
God.
The draft the Seahawks had this past year has been phenomenal. The return they got from the Russell Wilson trade has turned out to be phenomenal for them.
Gino's been better.
Yeah.
Like point blank. It's so simple. And Lav, yes, Brian Dable was very close to being my coach of the year. It was between him and Pete Carroll in the end for me. But bro, everyone thought Seattle was going to end up with the number 1 pick. Like Pete Carroll built this team kind of in a way in his vision, and it's working out for him somehow. So I got to give him credit where it's due. It's been a Hall of Fame career, and he's adding to it.
Yeah.
So I think that's really all we got to say
All right.
about them. And the Eagles are 8-0 for them, too. I'm sure that's really all you got to say about that one, right?
Yeah.
Next award, comeback player of the year. I feel like there's 2 guys. It's Saquon or Geno Smith.
Yeah.
Saquon,
I
forgot
went,
about
I went with Saquon.
Another Gino.
Gino.
They wrote him off, bro. He didn't write back.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So,
He took
Yeah.
Travis Kelce's starting QB spot at West Virginia.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Look at Ortiz with the facts.
I didn't even know Travis Kelce.
I
went
did
to West
not know
Virginia.
that
No,
either.
he didn't. He tried out a quarterback there,
I
and
didn't-
Geno Smith got his
won the
spot.
Wow.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so we talked about Geno doing that QB list. He's been phenomenal. Leads the league in completion percent. I have Saquon as my comeback player of the year. It's pretty
Yeah,
self-explanatory.
Saquon's gonna win.
Saquon is Saquon.
As a
Yeah.
Giant fan,
Yeah.
man, I hope to God they re-sign him. I really
Yeah.
do.
All right, next award, defensive rookie of the year. I feel like this should be a consensus.
Sauce.
Gardner.
Yeah, and I had a underdog in Tariq Woolen.
I was about to
Yeah,
say
it's
that.
really good.
I was about to say that name.
Tariq
That's
Woolen's been
speaking
phenomenal.
of one of the
Yeah,
Seahawks
Tariq
draft
Woolen's
picks.
been phenomenal, but Sauce
6'4".
is
They're both 6'4"
insane.
quarters or 6'3" quarters.
Yeah,
by
but
the way.
13's allowed. I gave away my.
Yeah, we had that discussion about
Really?
He's up there.
Okay. Wow.
Sauce and Diggs both being top 5. Like,
Their position.
Sauce
you-
is
and
top
you-
3.
Yeah.
yo, Sauce has been the best corner in the league this year.
Yeah.
I don't agree with best. I think he's second.
In man coverage, he's allowed 28 yards.
In my
In
opinion, I
man coverage,
have
he's
him
allowed
as
28
my
yards.
best.
I
That's
take
insane.
him. I take him as the second best corner in the league. But regardless, Sauce has been absolutely
Saucy.
unbelievable. A godsend for the Jets, who currently have, I believe, the 3rd or 4th ranked scoring defense or something like that. Jets have been unbelievable. Sauce is a big part of that. DJ Reed is also a big part of that. That man deserves his flowers.
Yeah, secondary's playing out of their mind.
Give that
Absolutely
man some flowers.
unreal. Not to mention that he's just been exactly what everyone expected him to be coming out of college, and he wasn't even the first corner drafted off the board.
Dirk Stingley's also been really
He
good.
has been very good as well, but it's just he hasn't been Sauce.
No,
So like, and that is a tough way to have to live up to that guy. Shout out to Sauce. He still hasn't given up a touchdown in coverage in college or fucking NFL to this point. That's crazy. Offensive rookie of the year? Who we got?
Ken Walker.
I have Ken Walker as well.
I went with
two guys.
Yeah, I went with Damian Pierce. The underdog.
I went with neither of those two. I went with Chris Olave. He's doing it with shit quarterback play. And he
has Andy Dalton.
unfucking believable. Yeah, bro, I don't even want to talk about Andy Dalton. He should have been on the tier list. No.
He's not on there for either.
He would have been better than a few of those guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I personally just think it's Chris Olave because, like, bro, he's been unbelievable. Michael Thomas obviously was supposed to take some pressure off of him, and now he gets hurt. Jarvis Landry got hurt, so Chris Olave becomes essentially the centerpiece of that offense right next to Alvin Kamara and fucking Taysom Hill. But yeah, I mean, he's been unbelievable. He arguably is the best receiver in the draft. And him and his former Ohio State teammate, Garrett Wilson, are going to go back and forth with that one. So, in terms of best receiver in the draft. So,
it's always a good pick. I have Ken Walker. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Why Ken Walker?
yeah, another Seahawks draft pick.
Ever since the Penny injury.
He's been
Penny got hurt in I don't know what week, but against the Saints, and Ken Walker came in and had 8 carries in that game. He averaged 11 yards per carry and got in the end zone once, finished with 88 yards. That's math. If you have 8 carries and average 11, math. So, and ever since then, he's seen minimum 18 touches. It's been 18, 21, 23, 26. He has 2 games with over 100 yards. One of those games he had 97. So really 3 games with 100 plus yards. Against the Chargers, he went absolutely ballistic. He had 167 yards on 23 attempts. He averaged 7.3 a carry. He's gone into the end zone every single week since the Penny injury. I think it's just
he's unreal. His running ability is
He's unreal.
fucking insane.
And
Lab said it should have been
Brees
Hall.
Hall.
Oh, you're.
I literally, yes.
I've been reading the chat all
That's
day.
it. Yeah.
Last said Brees.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
If he didn't get hurt, it would have been Brees Hall. But Ken Walker's been just as good as Brees Hall was when he was healthy too. So
I think he's better.
that's close.
Next award is Defensive Player of the Year.
D-boy.
I think we might find some differences in this one.
Michael Parsons.
Your pick?
You picked him.
No, that's who he picked.
I'm with
Why
That's
do you pick Micah Parsons?
Because I like his
Best
name.
defensive player in the league.
Wow.
Why?
Because he is.
Give us some reason.
He just is.
Nice.
It's that simple. There is no explanation.
Okay.
I
Just
love
like
that
Patrick Mahomes.
you really do such a good job, man.
Yeah.
Your analysis is elite.
All right. Who do you guys know?
Trunks, here you go, buddy. You want to tell why you picked
got it,
Micah
bro.
Parsons, bro?
You got it.
You sure?
Pick two. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you
Um,
Micah Parsons.
I picked Micah Parsons as well, and the best part about this is I actually picked him preseason. So I kind of got this one right.
So am I.
You like LeBron.
I did go watch my podcast. Anyways, he's the best pass rusher in the NFL, and he only has 8 sacks to this point in the season, but he has a 32% pass rush win rate, and that's fucking insane. To win on a third of your pass rushing snaps, and not to
Especially because
mention
you're seeing double
all the time. He gets chipped by running backs all the time, and they currently have the 3rd ranked scoring defense in the NFL, and they're the best pass rushing team in the NFL, led by him. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Dallas's defense has been unreal, and Micah Parsons is the best player on it.
I have a different pick. I have Matt Judon.
He's
Judon's
been so fucking
spectacular
good, bro.
to me. And Matt Judon, the stats maybe don't really back it up. He does lead the league in sacks and QB pressures. He's 11.5 sacks and 32 pressures, but he's had an extra game. Most teams have had their bye week. The Patriots haven't had their bye yet, so that might be a little bit skewed. But He has a 5.1 sack rate on his pass rush attempts, which ranks first in the NFL. And to me, with Matt Judon, it's kind of more of an eye test thing.
It is.
He's so important to that. And obviously, Michael Parsons, like, it could go either way. Like, Michael Parsons has a great argument for him being deployed.
Absolutely.
But, Matt Judon, to me, has just been so important to that Patriots defense. And they've been, they've held their own as a defense. They've
He's
had
the
some
best pass rusher individually they've had since Rob Ninkovich.
Yeah.
And he's better than Rob.
And he just looks so swag with the two red
He does.
sleeves. Like,
He does.
He's just super important to them. Like, his presence is just, like, same thing with Michael Parsons. These dominant pass rushers, it's the same story. Like, when you're a dominant pass rusher, like, your presence and your effect on that you could have on the defense can
An
change
entire game. Changes an entire game.
So I've met you.
Yeah.
I once again went with Sauce Gardner. I think just what he's been doing on the defense side of the ball. I actually have the stats because we've been reading off stats. He's the NFL leader in pass breakups with 13. Leads the league with a 90.4 PFF coverage rate.
My boy went to Pro Football
Pro
Focus
Football
for the
Focus,
stats.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
The only Jet rookie to have 10-plus pass breakups and 2 interceptions in their first 9 games, passing Revis Island.
Wow.
Yeah, the only person to do so.
First Jets rookie or first Jets player?
First Jets rookie.
Revis was drafted by the Jets. No.
No, it can't be.
No, Revis was drafted by the Bucks.
I don't know. I'm just reading off what this says. So,
No, Reeves was drafted by the Jets.
Really?
See, I knew that.
Holy shit! Wow.
And just
He didn't get to Tampa until after the Jets,
Yeah.
bro.
I swear to God, I thought.
No, Reeves was drafted by the Jets. You made me second guess that for a second. I knew that. Yeah, what are you talking
And-
about, Matt?
I said the stat before, which I think is just the most insane thing ever. Just total catches allowed in man coverage. Count them all on one hand. It's 4.
And think about the receivers he's gone
I
against.
was gonna
Like,
say
he is
that
a
next.
list.
Yeah, let's see. Amari Cooper, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Deontay Johnson, George Pickens, Tyreek, Jalen Waddle, Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, Stephon Diggs, and Gabe Davis.
To be fair, no, he's been dominant. I don't even want to start, but it's not. He's not shadowing guys fully. We've already seen it. There are a lot of times where the best receiver on the team will line up on the opposite side just to avoid fucking sauce.
Yeah.
So I give him credit where it's
his
due.
presence.
Well, the
That's
thing,
just
the thing is they haven't needed him to shadow.
because DJ Reed's been so good. Yeah. I agree. But
NFL as a whole is kind of moving away from the whole
Shadowing.
thing.
yeah,
And also, they're just avoiding him.
Yeah.
As you just said, he's allowed 20 catches for 189 yards on 347.
I was going to
coverage plays.
say, he is the most pass breakups in the league. When are they going to learn to stop?
definitely throwing at him.
bro.
Yeah, definitely throwing at him. But yeah, no, he's been.
He's been untouchable this season.
All right.
Yes.
That's a good pick, Ortiz.
Yeah.
I like that.
One of the best corners we've seen. Well, best seasons we've seen.
Best rookie corner.
Yeah.
too, by far.
ever.
Yeah, one of the best corner seasons I feel ever so far to this point.
Yeah,
To this
He's
point.
been on a tear. Man.
yeah, for sure.
All right. Offensive player of the year. I feel like this is kind of a
It's one
consensus.
person.
Yeah.
It's one person.
Tyreek Hill.
It is absolutely
Isn't he
Tyreek Hill.
projected like the most
To
receiving
break
yards?
the receiving yards
Yeah.
record, yes.
Yeah, I went out the box. I went Eckler. That's my boy. Shout out my
Fair.
best friend.
He's killing it. I think he's on pace to have more touchdowns than he did last season, and he had like
Yeah.
22.
Bro.
That's why
I forgot it. Was it you last season or something that said like he's not going to get in the end zone as much as you want? And, like,
Yeah, I mean,
and there was a consensus thought, honestly.
yeah, he got in the end zone. What did he score? Like 20 plus touchdowns.
20
like
touchdowns
there?
last year, I think.
So
And he's on
Has
pace to do even more than
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, he's
So-
been insane.
no,
When he
since
does
like
do
week like 3, because he started out
Started off
I was about to
terrible
say,
stuff.
yeah. So
Terrible.
Michelle was getting those
Yeah.
those touches, right?
Yeah, but he just finds a way.
He's like 10
in the end zone.
touchdowns in the past like 5 weeks.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Like,
Yeah, I think it's his third or fourth straight game where he had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, even
So-
when he doesn't do anything, he still gets a minimum of 10 receptions. And
Yeah, especially because the receivers have been out there.
yeah,
Yeah, him and McCaff are the 2 best pass catching backs in the entire league. So I don't blame you for that, but Tyreek has just been on a whole.
no, yeah, I
nother
agree.
level.
I just went outside the box with my boy.
Yeah, I feel that.
Shout out Austin
needed
Eckler, man.
Someone needed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, biggest Austin Eckler fan here. Honestly, you should buy his jersey.
Should buy a jersey. But every time I buy a jersey, the player leaves.
The player who leads the team, me
I
too.
have like 15 jerseys in my closet. Every
That
player
aren't-
who was
Yeah.
on the team. I remember I got my Porzingis jersey. He said, "Nah,
Yeah.
send me away."
So Tyreek has 76 receptions, 1,100
9
yards.
weeks.
Yeah, 9 weeks. Tyreek has 76 receptions. That beats his reception total from 3 of his 6 seasons.
Jesus.
Through 9 weeks of the season, halfway through.
He's averaging 123 receiving yards per game, I'm pretty sure.
Think how crazy it is to have both of them on your fantasy.
Eddie got a
team.
red zone touchdown last week.
I have them both.
A red zone target, because that was the thing. He hasn't gotten any red zone targets.
You don't even need to. Because they're not getting in the red zone.
Well, yeah, but
That
if you
and
think
Jalen
about it,
Waddle's
if they
gonna
start
lead in the
throwing
red
it,
zone.
yeah, they're gonna start throwing it to him in the red zone. His
It's-
touchdowns are only gonna go
Yeah,
up.
Those two, for being as fast as they are, have no business being as good at route running as they are.
I've said this about Tyreek for as long as I can remember.
Tyreek's been doing it
Tyreek
since
is
Alex
such
Smith was his
a good
quarterback.
football player, and it just goes unrecognized because of how fast he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like people really think like he's just a speed guy, and it's
No.
just
he is
like I've said, like I've had Tyreek as my number 1 wide receiver for like 3 years now. Like, and I think it's not even close. Someone as fast as him should not have as good hands as him.
As
should
good
not
at route
be,
running
yeah.
ability.
Like,
I mean,
bro, he makes tough fucking catches.
No,
dude.
bro,
Like,
he makes jump ball catches
Yeah,
at
and
5'10",
he makes
bro.
everybody miss.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, and then
He at
Yeah,
least
he's
gets out.
always like he's always open, and then if he's not open, he
you throw it to
makes a
him.
contested
Yeah,
catch.
You throw
like,
it to him.
Just
faster
the
than
gravity
like
he
he's
pulls
just,
is
yeah,
just insane.
he's just insane.
I do want to give credit where it's due to his running mate. Jalen Waddle
Yeah,
is
he's been the lead in the red
fucking unreal, bro. And that's another guy that one of the fastest dudes in the league, but incredible hands,
Speed kills,
complete
yeah.
receiver.
incredible
Speed
route
kills.
running. Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill is just
Yeah, give two of his props too.
oh for sure.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I will
Mike
say
Gesicki.
he's left some yards on the table.
Yeah, yes.
He's left some yards on the
Yes,
fucking
question.
table, man. Definitely left some yards on the table because those two will be so far past the defense and they have to come back and
Yeah.
catch the ball.
Yes, that's crazy. 2 offensive player of the year on 1 fantasy football team, and that's mine.
What's your record?
5-4. But we won the last 4 weeks in a row.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
okay. Got it. But yeah, I mean that's pretty simple.
Beat me on some bullshit.
Yeah. Saints defense, baby. 3 points.
And then the West,
Jeez.
right?
Yeah, MVP.
So
Yeah. Jalen Hurts.
I have Jalen Hurts.
You guys all have Jalen Hurts. So
You're going Mahomes.
I have Mahomes. You guys
Um,
can talk about Jalen Hurts first.
The Eagles are undefeated. He's leading it. So that's simple.
Yeah, yo. Let's let Trunks keep going.
I just said.
Sully and I
I
gotta
just
sit
said my
back.
reason. The Eagles are
Get more.
undefeated.
Get more.
I
more
mean,
reason.
to be completely fair, if you're playing that good on a undefeated team, that's really all.
There's no
the-
reason you shouldn't win it.
So, yes, sure. To me, Chiefs are 6-2, so they're right there. They're first in their division. I think they're first in the AFC. No.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, Buffalo has a tiebreaker.
Buffalo has a
Oh,
tiebreaker.
right. So whatever, second in the AFC. To me, it's just Mahomes wins some games. We saw it last week against the Titans. What he did to fucking get that game done.
Yeah.
And he did it with his legs.
Mhm.
You want to talk about legs? He did it with his legs. Did it with his legs. Mahomes goes out there and wins you games.
He has legs.
Jalen Hurts has, to me, just
He also has
Nah.
legs.
not messed up. It's all right there for him, and he hasn't messed up.
See, my thing with
He's taken a leap
Yeah.
from what last year
yes,
for certainty.
Do you
Like,
have Mahomes'
he's-
stats open for?
Yeah, on this season he
I
has
just want to compare the two.
2,600 passing yards, 66% completion percentage, 21 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and 103.6 QB rating. I don't know the rushing yards. But
Yeah, no, because I have Jalen Hurts is right here. It's 68% completion, 2,000 yards, 12 touchdowns to 2 interceptions, and 107.8 rating.
not to mention that he also has 350 yards rushing and another.
what's his
6 touchdowns.
actual QBR though?
Yards should be 107.
No.
Nah, it's
Rating and QBR are two different.
Yeah, they
stats.
are.
It's a weird thing.
It is a very weird thing.
Yeah.
I think it was like 71.9 or something.
His
like
rating
that.
is 77.6.
Oh, there it is.
No. Wait, I read the wrong thing. QB rating is 63.1.
Okay, so Pat Mahomes has a 75.4 QBR. To me, it's just simple. Pat Mahomes has just been better. He's first in the league in yards. He's first in the league in touchdowns. He has the second best QBR in the league. Like it's just
that's why he's number.
and
That's why he's the best quarterback.
to me, he like I said, he's winning games for the Chiefs. I haven't seen Jalen Hurts go win a game yet. You know what I mean? He's won games,
but he hasn't won a game.
he hasn't won a game. The
No,
Eagles have won game.
I get it because
You
you,
know?
could take Jalen Hurts off that team, and not
Not
that they'd
put
be
like
good.
any other guy there.
But
yeah,
if you put an
like,
average
yeah,
quarterback
yeah.
there, they'd be better than
Yeah.
if you took
I-
Mahomes
And
off.
Jalen Hurts has been phenomenal. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
I don't think
he
they'd be
belongs-
undefeated
yeah.
with Jalen Hurts. They obviously are undefeated,
Yeah.
but without him, I think they'd be like 6-2.
I think 5-3, 6-2. Yeah,
No.
I
In
mean,
that range.
He's been incredible. He's
Yeah.
been absolutely
The
incredible.
thing is,
for
it,
sure.
it really helps the team around him has been that spectacular. And AJ Brown is
AJ
just
Brown, bro.
Yeah.
that dude.
God,
AJ Brown, bro.
he's not in my fantasy.
That boy is
Me too.
cold, man. That boy is
Yeah.
cold. When he caught that touchdown in
Sure,
double coverage,
jacket, that's how
1,
cold
2.
he is.
Oh my
To
god.
me, it's just like the award is the most valuable player, and
That's
fair.
That's fair.
But you know, just as much as anybody,
I know.
that's not always what it comes down to.
I know, but he also has the stats to back it up.
Yeah.
Other than just being
No, I
valuable, you know?
absolutely agree.
So, yeah,
I don't-
I
I don't think you're
It's
wrong
weird
either
how the
way.
MVP means
Yeah.
different things in different sports. I feel.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
NFL
alright.
MVP is way different than the
Alright.
NBA.
So that's
What's
our
that?
NFL midseason awards.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed. We're gonna start transitioning and speeding this shit up a little bit.
Let's get into these betting because
Yeah.
they are betting
Come on.
guys.
All right.
Degenerate time.
Charles, what's our records
So,
for this
We're doing prize picks
picks
first.
party mix?
so Matty J is 2-1.
Yes, sir.
I am
2 in a row.
0-3. Chris is 0-3. Dean is 0-3. Ortiz is 1-2.
Now come up, baby.
2 in a row.
Okay.
Right here.
So,
Ortiz, get us started, but say what you said about prize picks party mix again.
prize picks party mix. This is another Tony T guarantee. 2 weeks in a row. Locking it in. Going again. Eckler 23 over fantasy score. Yeah, you know he's playing the Niners. He's going to get it. It's plain and simple.
Fair enough.
Damian Pierce, more than 77 rushing yards. 77 and a half against the Giants. And then Justin Fields and Cole Kmet to combine for more than one rushing or receiving touchdown.
Oh, that's a lot.
I like that.
That's why it's a
Actually,
Tony
maybe
T
not.
guarantee.
Maybe not. We'll see. But that's a good one.
I mean, Justin
Yeah,
Fields
so-
has what? How many rushing touchdowns? Like he's been averaging what?
Yeah,
one in
he-
the past
he
like
has-
4
he
weeks.
has a lot. All right. My lock of the week, 2 in a row, about to make it 3. Justin Jefferson, over 90 and a half receiving yards. I feel like you could pick this literally every single week and it's going to
You
hit.
said this last. That's so weird because I picked this last week and you said I don't know about that one. That said not.
I did not say that.
All right.
I don't want to check the tape. That's against Buffalo. On the other side of things, another elite receiver. Picked him last week. Stephon Diggs, 87 and a half receiving yards. And then lastly, I'm riding with the guy, Justin Fields. 19 and a half fantasy score against the Detroit Lions. Over. All 3 over.
All right. For my picks, I got Tom Brady, more than 275.5 passing yards against Seattle. I got Pat Mahomes, more than 290.5 passing yards against Jacksonville. And I got Derrick Henry, more than 95.5 rushing yards against Denver.
Thank you.
I have a little Fields and Mooney action going on.
Mhm.
I have Darnell Mooney over 43 and a half passing yards again. Passing yards. I have Darnell Mooney over 43 and a half receiving yards against the Detroit Lions. And I have Justin Fields over 19 and a half fantasy score against the Lions. I made a fatal mistake betting against Justin Fields last week. I did start him in Dynasty, so shout out. So, hopefully he does the fantasy score thing again for my team. And then my last one is Chris Godwin and Tyler Lockett over 0.5 rushing or receiving touchdown.
I like that.
I think Chris Godwin's so due. So, yeah, that's
I agree with that.
and that's the prize picks.
Party mix.
Do we have memes?
Shout out prize picks. No, I
No,
probably
he
did.
did not. Actually, maybe. I saw an attachment, one image in the chat.
It might have been
No,
mine.
it's not that. Anyways, yeah, I mean, transitioning from one gambling site to
Yeah.
the other.
From one addiction betting on the
I'd
NFL
say
to another
mine.
addiction.
Yeah.
Go ahead, buddy.
And do Fridays. I'll get it started. Not betting on the Pistons this week. I really was.
I did this morning.
I know. I was gonna take them like
He
plus
realized his mistake.
14 and a half. I was like, there's
okay.
no way. But then I saw Cade might not play, so I was like, no, I'm not doing it. So first one, I have the Timberwolves plus 8.5 against the Grizzlies. I think this is the game where the Timberwolves catch some momentum. I think it's gonna be a great game. I'm so excited for this game because it's a rematch of the playoff series.
Bro,
And I
yes.
think the Timberwolves are gonna take it personal.
I was about
and
to say that same
This
thing.
is why they brought in Rudy Gobert, because of them losing and selling that series to the Grizzlies. So I think they're gonna come out and make a statement. But for my bet, they don't even gotta win. They just gotta not lose by 9 points.
Yeah.
Just lose by 8 or less.
I can-
So
this is I feel like in terms of early season games, this is as big as it gets.
Yeah.
for
Like,
them,
This
yeah.
is their
for
game.
them.
Yeah.
This
They're
is
so bad.
Yeah.
this
has
is
to
the
be their
game that
goal, yeah.
determines part of the rest of their
Yeah,
season.
they're
if I'm
a
I
being
think
mess.
that's literally a lock, and if they sell me on this bet, then they're a poverty franchise.
I would agree with you honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next one, I have the Nuggets plus 8.5 versus Celtics. I was looking on FanDuel and I saw the line that the Nuggets were underdogs against the Celtics, and I was like, this might be some good value. The line was at 4.5, so I was like, let me just give myself a few more points. Yeah.
For sure.
So I don't expect the Nuggets to lose by double digits to the Celtics. It should be a close game. That should be another fun game. So
Yeah.
Some
and
good games tonight.
within that same game, I have Nikola Jokic 20 plus points. Self-explanatory.
Plus he drops 9
Please,
again.
please, Jokic.
He has the Juice
please,
World stat line.
please. And then my last one, I have Kevin Herter 2 plus 3s versus the Lakers.
I like that.
And I think it was like literally like barely plus 250, but it was
Yeah.
like I need this one.
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
it. Please.
Chris was going for plus 251.
All right.
Are we
Mine-
wait, what are our records? I'm sorry. Run the
Oh, yeah,
records by
I got
real
you.
quick.
I think everyone's 0-3. Except
No,
me.
except for Trunks and Dean.
I'm 1-2. Manny J 0-3. Chris 0-3. Dean 1-2. Ortiz 0-3.
So you, me, and Ortiz need W's this week.
Yeah. I need a W to pull away.
Alright.
All right. So for my parlay, I am with Chris Jokic, 20 plus points against the Celtics.
You have that?
You'll do.
Us
I know,
three,
I know,
us
I
three.
know.
All right, cool.
We'll be just
I got the Suns spread -2.5 against the Magic tonight. I'm a little scared because Chris Paul isn't playing; he's questionable. But Paulo is also questionable.
Magic
So,
is scary too.
They're beat up.
but yeah, they should be able to look at that. I got the Raptors money line against the Thunder, and I got Rudy Gobert 10 plus boards against the Grizzlies tonight.
Gonna need him against Steven.
Yep.
Okay. My lock of the week. This one's gonna hit. I feel it. All right. To start, you guys just heard it twice. Nikola Jokic, 20 plus points. In that same game, Jason Tatum, also 20 plus points. I have in the Golden State Warriors Cleveland Cavaliers game, I said that there will be 2 or more 3-pointers in the first 3 minutes of that game. And then lastly, I took the Sacramento Kings money line against the Los Angeles Lakers tonight with no LeBron.
Which one was the 3-point? What was that?
Cleveland Cavaliers and Golden State Warriors.
So,
So
over 2?
over.
For
Yeah.
who?
No. Well, it's 2
Yeah,
or
no,
more.
I know.
Yeah. For the Cavs and the Warriors in the first 3 minutes of the game. And then lastly, as I said, the Kings money line against the Lakers. No LeBron. Kings are getting right now, so I think they keep the momentum up.
I like it.
For
Plus
my,
plus 351 by the way.
I have the Detroit Knicks game going over 224.5. I have the over on that. I feel like the Knicks just go crazy today. I have John Morant to score 20 plus.
Yeah.
I have Steph Curry to make 2 threes. Yeah.
Do it in the first 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And the Milwaukee Bucks money line, no, not money line, the spread, plus 1.5.
Against who?
No hair against the Spurs. No hair, don't care. Javon Carter, that dude. Lock it in.
Yeah. Is anyone out for the Bucks? I'm assuming it has to be Giannis.
Giannis
They wouldn't
is
be
out.
they're both out again.
Yeah.
I was gonna say there's no way they're an underdog against. Yeah.
Alright. So that's
No hair.
FanDuel Fridays.
No hair, don't care, baby.
The next thing we're going to get into is my boys at NBA University. Follow them on Twitter. They post great NBA content. They made this graphic on the screen. I don't know if you guys could see it. Probably definitely not. You have $12 to build a lineup. We all have our lineups ready, so we're gonna be quick with this. I'm gonna go down the prices of everything really quick. If you guys are listening, pay attention. I'm gonna talk really quick. So the guards, $6. Stephen Curry, $5. Luka Doncic, $4. Trae Young, John Morant, Devin Booker, Damian Lillard, $3. SGA, Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, Drew Holiday, Anthony Edwards, $2. Tyrese, Fred VanVleet, Kyrie, Darius Garland, De'Aaron Fox, Bradley Beal, $1. Kate Cunningham, Devin Vassell, Marcus Smart, Tyler Hero, Jalen Brunson, Anthony Simons, Tyrese Maxey. Free Reggie Jackson, Kevin Porter. Wings, $5. Kevin Durant, Jason Tatum, $4. Paul George, LeBron James, Jimmy Butler, $3. Desmond Bain, Chris Middleton, Brandon Ingram, Jaylen Brown, $2. OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Michael Porter Jr., $1. RJ Barrett, Jaden McDaniels, Klay Thompson, Dorian Finney-Smith, Lauri Markkinen. Free Doug McDermott, Isaac Okoro. Bigs, $6. Giannis, $5. Jokic Embiid, $4. AD, Pascal Siakam, $3. Bam, Zion, Rudy, $2. Karl Towns, Jared Allen, $1. Steven Adams, Sean Collins, Brook Lopez, Paolo Banchero, Kristaps Porzingis. Free Bobo Top.
Bang! That was fire. That was very fucking impressive. You deserve all the fucking
didn't
water.
even take a breath. You deserve all the water.
I think he breathed.
I don't think he did. I don't think he breathed.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, Chris. So
Oh,
start
no,
us
you
off
guys-
with all your breath.
no,
I
you
think
guys
he's got to
start.
relax.
You guys-
That's the point. All right, we're starting. Go ahead, buddy.
So for $5, I chose Mr. Luka Doncic, and to build around him, I went more defense and 3-and-D. For my wings, I went OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges for $2 each, puts me at a total of $9. For my power forward, I went with John Collins, give Luka an elite lob threat, and Jared Allen as my big man, just the man in the middle, also an elite lob threat for Mr. Luka. Just that's my squad. Defense oriented, all around Luka. We're averaging at least 140 a game.
So repeat squad 1 through 5.
Luka, OG or Mikal, whichever one. John Collins and Jared Allen.
Pick one. Oh, wait. So they were your 2 and 3, Mikal and OG.
Yeah,
Okay.
whichever one.
Got it. Real quick, the guy that would usually be next to Ortiz, we do have his team here.
He's fire.
Dean Wagner picked, so I'll run this down real quick. Cade Cunningham, oh my God. Cade Cunningham for $1, Tyrese Maxey for $1, Mikal Bridges for $2, Giannis for $6, and Karl Anthony Towns for $2. So Cade, Tyrese Maxey, Mikal Bridges, Giannis, and Karl Anthony Towns is Dean's squad. As for my squad, I have LeBron James running the point, $4, Devin Vassell for $1, Paul George for $4, OG Anunoby for $2, and Brook Lopez for $1. So LeBron, Devin Vassell, Paul George, OG Anunoby, and Brook Lopez.
For my lineup, I got Kyrie for $2, Mikal Bridges for $2, OG Anunoby for $2, LeBron for $4, and Cat for $2.
Man,
Work.
Bro, I got LeBron with shooting. That's all we need.
yeah.
Kyrie, Mikal, OG, LeBron, and Towns.
All right. So I changed my team from last time.
Oh,
I did, because there's a better team out there. I had to. But you guys shitted on my team last
No,
time.
we shit on
I don't think it
Trump's
was a bad team.
My team got,
You were my second pick.
all right,
Yeah.
but this team's even better.
We'll
Trust
see.
the process.
shit.
We'll see.
At $1 at point guard, Cade Cunninghamington. Simple.
Didn't change.
Yeah. At my 2 guard, for $2, OG Anunoby. We're playing big. He's my 2 guard. At my 3, for $5, Kevin Durant. He's my superstar.
But the range.
At my 4, for $1, Dorian Finney-Smith. And at my 5, for $3, Bam Adebayo. So my team is Cade, OG, KD, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Bam Adebayo.
So I'll tell you what, first, that team's still better than Trunks'.
That team's insane.
I think that team is better than
That team's really
Yeah.
good.
their last team, yes.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to quickly rank
Make
each other's teams?
consensus.
Rank each other's
Yeah.
teams? I mean, if
Obviously,
you want
we
me
all
to,
have
I
it.
have it.
Yeah, we all have our teams at 1.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, so
and
we're
the
gonna
only change is because I changed my team.
so
That
we're
is
gonna
true.
do a 1 through 3 for every person because obviously
No,
my team's
one
gonna
through
be a
four.
1.
Dean's included.
Oh, yeah.
So,
we know
yeah.
Trunks is last.
We're all gonna put ourselves first, so we're just gonna do a 1 through 4. We're including Dean. Dean, we love you. We miss you. So,
So my ranking didn't change because I'm the only one who changed my team. So I have Ortiz, Sully, Dean, Trunks.
Trunks.
I have Matty J, Ortiz, Chris, Dean.
Damn, my new team doesn't move out. I have KD now
I know.
and Dorian
I
Finney-Smith.
like the team's better.
Whatever.
I think my team is the best too.
Obviously, that's That's what we're doing.
Well, yeah. No,
You said this
Chris's
the same
team
time as
definitely.
last time.
All right, so with that change, my original list had Ortiz at number 1. I now have Chris at number 1, Ortiz at number 2, Dean at number 3, and a familiar face at number 4, Trincali.
Why is my team so bad? I don't get it.
Yo,
Because you have
Chris,
shit
run
defense.
down your team again.
Cade Cunningham, OG Anunoby, Kevin Durant, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Bam Adebayo. That's
Yeah,
that's a nice
I still
squad.
don't
yeah.
think it's better than mine.
I have Chris at 1, Sully at 2,
That's crazy.
Dean at 3, and Trunks at 4.
That's good.
Nobody on your team can hold Braun. Old Braun.
Bro, what do you mean? I have fucking great
He's
defense,
Dorian
bro.
Finney-Smith, man.
I have OG Anunoby. He's gonna win Depoy, bro.
Locking.
Bro, I have OG and LeBron also.
Yeah, no, but what? You just think.
Yeah, but you
You have Cat and
Yeah,
Kyrie
yeah.
Irving, bro. Who the fuck?
Damn right.
Who are they guarding on our
Bro, we're
team?
outscoring everyone.
Not if we lock you up.
You're not gonna.
Not if Kyrie gets
You're not
suspended for a
outscoring
few
everybody
games.
at all.
OG's
you
a
are.
25 point per game scorer on my team.
Yeah.
He can
Yeah.
be that. Bro, all he's got to be on mine is catch and shoot
I
play.
have LeBron
Because
as
everyone else is
And
scoring.
PG.
OG can ask for a trade because you're not utilizing him to his full
Yeah.
No,
potential.
no. this is
OG
But
and
we're winning
McCall are going to
rings.
average 28 on my team.
But
You're
we're
not winning
rings,
any
so
fucking
You're not
rings.
winning
I love it
anything.
here.
You're not
Cat's
winning
your fucking center, bro.
Yeah.
Wait, so do I now have the new consensus number 1 team?
You might.
You
Whoa.
both have me at 1?
I wonder if things change for Dean.
Yeah. Dean, why are you in the stream, bro?
Yeah.
Sorry,
He's probably sitting in a hospital bed right now. Like, oh, my ankle. Love
because
you, buddy.
if Dean has me at 1, we tie.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, no, I'd win because my lowest ranking was 2 and he'd have you at 3. So I don't know.
You, Trump.
It all comes down
It's
to
okay.
Dean.
At least we know where Trunks stands on the list.
We'll give it.
Consensus last.
We'll give it to Chris. I said Chris is the
Yeah,
best
it
team.
is what it
We'll
is.
give it to Chris. It don't really matter that much.
Yeah, it's not
Regardless, we have the 2 best teams here, and that's
Yeah.
I don't know,
And
man.
again, big shout out to my guys at NBA University. They post great things on Twitter, stats all day. They give a little, 5 of their what do they do every day? Their 5 biggest takeaways from the week pass. So they're just 5 biggest box score numbers.
No, they're elite,
That's
bro.
cool.
They're dropping merch soon.
Give them a
which is
follow.
sick. Yeah, definitely give them
Give
a
them a
follow.
follow.
On Twitter. They're literally posting
them
all
a-
day, everything NBA, everything you need to know, and they're dropping merch soon. I can't wait for that. I've seen the preview of it. Sick stuff. I'm definitely getting it.
Also, for those who are curious about our teams, if you want to see a 2K simulation of our teams go at it,
Very true.
let us
It'll be
know.
on- it'll
We'll
be
probably
on
do it
TikTok.
anyway,
Yeah, it'll be on
but
TikTok. It might
definitely
not
check
be.
that out.
Yeah, it might not be till next week.
but
because-
definitely check it
Gotcha.
out.
Yo,
Whenever it is
yeah.
out.
Yo,
Definitely check that out.
I'll playoff roster that bitch. All 5 of the players on each of our teams. So
Wow.
I'll run that up.
Yep.
I'll playoff roster
Yeah,
that.
so
and,
that's that. Again, shout out NBA University.
and then you guys can
So-
check them out.
The next thing we wanted to get into real quick, I think we want to keep it quick with this. You had
Yeah.
something you wanted to bring up?
Do you want to go with the guys that we're impressed with first? Because we can.
Well, I
make-
thought you wanted to do your
I do.
tweet.
All right.
I don't know how long
No,
are
no,
we
no,
going to
no.
spend on this? Because we need to do the other thing.
I want to get that first.
Okay.
Get that first.
All right, so main topic of basketball for today's show. Past 2 episodes have been pretty team oriented. We did our overachievers, underachievers, and then we did the tier list. It's been more about the teams. So this one we wanted to narrow it down and talk about some players. So short and sweet. We each have 1 player that we've been impressed with and 1 player that we've been disappointed with. So
And by the way, this can range from the entire season to even just the past week. So things can change depending on the
Yeah.
person here.
So-
Just wanted to preface that.
I'll get it started, I guess. Someone that I've been super impressed with so far this year is DeJounte Murray.
Yeah.
I've been super impressed with DeJounte Murray. I've been impressed with his ability to play off the ball. He's shooting a career high from 3 if you don't count his rookie year, which he didn't really even play. He played 8 minutes a game, so don't really count. Which it's only 33%, but it's a career high. from
Career high.
3.
No, but
I actually lied. It's not his career high, but it is what it is. Past few games, though, he's been incredible.
the difference also is, I mean, even more than he was doing it on the Spurs now, he's taking off the dribble threes.
Yeah,
And he looks comfortable doing it now.
I mean, against the Knicks, he absolutely went
Fucked
ballistic.
us.
He shot
fucked us.
5 for 12 from 3, which is just insane for DeJounte Murray. Like,
Sad to watch.
you know, he's making it 2 a game, it seems like, which is incredible. You know the defense is going to be there with, bro, why is I had all this stuff pulled up and now it's not here. You know the defense is going to be there with Jamal Murray. It's pretty
Always
pretty,
close to the league
yeah.
lead in steals.
I had all this stuff pulled up, but it literally just disappeared. Bear with me 1 second. Sorry. DeJounte Murray, really good player, good at basketball. I love what they're doing there in Atlanta, how it's kind of like a
Completely agree.
your turn, my turn, and he brings just like, we all know DeJounte Murray is a really good defender, but like he's exactly what they needed.
He was exactly what Trey needed, honestly. Because now you take a lot of the pressure off Trey, and we've seen in the past that the biggest thing with Trey is, and that offense in general, was it was so heliocentric. There's the fucking word. Because it revolved around Trey and Trey only. And now that you added a guy like DeJounte Murray, John Collins slides into a more comfortable third option, and he's looked fantastic in that role. The 3 ball still isn't falling just yet for Collins, but it will. DeJounte's been unbelievable in terms of his passing ability, especially. That's something that needs to be highlighted because his playmaking is unreal. He's, as I said, been way more comfortable off the dribble this year, which is beautiful to see.
So according to B-Ball Index, I have the player profiles. Shout out B-Ball Index. Subscribe to them if you want. All the
Goated,
stats
bro.
and stuff.
Goated.
His foul rate driving to the baskets in an A- compared to other point guards. His rim shot quality is an A+. So that means he's not forcing things at the rim. He's taking what defense gives him. His finishing's been like a B, so that's good, above average for his position. On defense, it's going to be all A's. His pick pocket rating, his passing lane defense is going to be A's. His playmaking is all in the B's. His playmaking's been phenomenal. And he's just, his productivity is all pretty good. The rebounds for 75, the assists for 75, steals for 75, points for 75. Everything's good. He's just been a great player for them. So.
From the eye test, it looks like his mid-range jumper's falling a lot too, which was also a thing last year. So it's not like that's new, but yeah, no, DeJounte's
people thought he was going to take a step back because people said, "Oh, it's in San Antonio. It's empty stats."
I wonder who said that. DeShields.
Anthony DeShields.
Shout out DeShields, bro.
I was.
And I said he'd still average crazy numbers.
Play drunks for money.
This was the off-season move that I was the highest on. There was a bunch of trades in the off-season, but to me, this was the one that I was most excited for. I'm a big Hawks guy, as everyone knows. I'm a big Trae Young guy. It says in my Twitter bio, Cade Cunningham and Trae Young, truther. So yeah, no, I'm really impressed with that.
I should probably put Rudy Gobert truther in my fucking Twitter bio.
So much shit about him.
Really impressed with DeJounte Murray. So,
hey, who's your? Oh wait, we're gonna go back around.
We'll go back.
All right. So my guy that I chose that's impressed me is Miles Turner. Especially the past week, he's been really fucking
Bro,
good.
he is saying, please fucking trade for me.
The past 3 games, he's been good all season. He had 2 stinkers this season, but one game he dropped 27 and 10 and 5. That was a good game. But the past 3 games against the Heat, he had 16 and 7 and 3. Solid game. Pelicans, he went insane.
3 blocks, by the way.
3 blocks. Pelicans went insane. Dropped 37 points, 12 rebounds, 3 blocks. And against the Nuggets, he had 14, 11 rebounds, 3 blocks again, a steal. They won the first 2 games against the Pelicans and the Heat. Almost had it against the Nuggets. He was holding Jokic. He had 4 fouls at half, and then Jokic just went crazy in the fourth quarter. But Miles Turner does not want to be there, and he's just
making a case to get the fuck out of there as soon as possible.
How many blocks is he averaging so far for the season?
I think it's 3.5.
3.7.
3.5.
Oh my
3.3.
God.
3.3. He's I know it's only been 6 games, but
what's he shooting? What's he shooting for the season from 3?
I mean,
3.
3.5 over 6 games is still crazy.
As a big man, I'll take that all day.
I know it's only been 6 games, but so far he's having his best statistical season.
6 games, 3.5 blocks is still insane.
No, I know, yeah. He's averaging 17.7.
It's like me at 53.
8.5 boards, 3.3 blocks. Yeah, he's
been that
been
good.
really good.
Very good. Yeah, I mean, he's him. Speaking of him, this guy rolls out of bed and already knows it's going to be a great night. So this guy dropped 36 points and 12 assists in an overtime win against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I've loved him since Press Virginia. If you don't know who I'm talking about, it is Javon Carter. And man, he was not a rotation member last season. And even prior to this week, wasn't getting heavy minutes. Obviously now, because Drew Holiday and Giannis Antetokounmpo are now out of the rotation as well at the current moment. Chris Middleton hurt as well. Javon Carter had to step up. And this week, he most definitely has. He played a game next to Giannis and Drew Holiday, and he ended up having, this was earlier this week, November 5th, 18 points on 6 of 12 shooting. And then obviously, as I said, he absolutely detonated in 45 minutes, scoring 34 points on 15 of 27 with 12 assists.
Kaboom.
Bro, my vocabulary is special. No, I'm playing. Anyways,
Don't worry, guys.
I'm playing. But yeah, their and the one thing we've always known about Javon Carter, well, at least some of us have always known about Javon Carter, Press Virginia days, he was an elite defender, and he took that straight to the NBA. Point of attack, on ball, he is up there. Him and Drew Holiday are not a fair combo when they're out there together because it is absolute hell for opposing backcourt members. And I mean, look, if that three ball continues to fall, he's currently shooting 38% from three so far this year. There's no telling how good of a rotation player he could be for them, a 3-and-D point guard. So that's what I got on Javon.
For my play, I'm most impressed with. I just went with this week, pretty much, mostly last game. I went with Kyle Kuzma. What he did, dropped 36.
Tell him what he said, bro. Tell him what he said.
I just forgot what he said. You tell us.
They got to run the fucking offense through him.
Yeah, he dropped 36. Not press conference, but interview after the game. Said, "Yeah,
I've been telling coach to run it through me."
Yeah, 36, 11, and 6. I mean, he has been improving every year since that one down year with the Lakers, and I think it was 2019-2020 season, if I am correct. Since then, he's been on a very steady incline. I think he's averaging close to 20 this year. So Kyle Kuzma is who I'm most impressed with. I think, not obviously this season, he's only averaging 20, but just this week, that's like Kyle Kuzma.
I would agree. And now, Chris, you want to get us started on who you think has been disappointing? Yeah, it's bad. We're looking at this chart over here on Chris's thing, and it's all fucking red.
Disappointed in is, I think it's an obvious one, Jabari Smith Jr. He's been pretty bad. His last game, though, I will say against the Raptors was by far his best game, and he only shot 4 for 11. He shot 2 for 8 for 3. But he had 15 points, 10 rebounds. He had a really good I watched that game. He had a really good first half in the game. He phased out. It's just, with Jabari Smith, he severely lacks self-creation. He's super slow in his decision-making.
Yes.
He's stopping the ball. And, they're kind of using him as just a spot-up three-point shooter. And he's not doing a good job at that. He looks confused when he catches the ball, and he can't just shoot it right away.
The defensive potential shows
Defensive
through.
potential is there, but the defense hasn't been that great. Hold on, let me get some stuff up. A little something.
As I said, potential. I mean, especially as a rookie, it's not going to shine through immediately, but as long as you show those flashes, I mean, offensively, it's really just been mostly all bad. And especially when the first overall pick looks the way he does, it looks even worse on Jabari. But yeah, I mean.
So he is averaging 10.5 points. He's shooting 30% from the field, 29% from three. So when the field goal percentage and the 3-point percentage are almost directly correlated, that's a sign that he's shooting primarily threes, which is not what you want. He's averaging 6 boards, which is cool. He's been a good rebounder. I have on the B-ball index, his rebounding has been good. His defensive rebounding, he has good grades. He ranks in B's and A's. His efficiency is literally all Fs compared to every other starter in the league. His effective field goal percentage is an F. His points per shot is an F. Points per possession F.
Sheesh.
Points over expectation F. As a pick and roll ball handler, it's an F. As a spot up shooter, which is primarily what he's doing, it's been an F. On dump offs, it's been an F. At the rim, it's been a D, which is all right, cool. In the short mid range, F. Long mid range, F. His finishing, drives per 75, F.
All right.
Shots at the rim per 75,
Yeah,
F.
we don't got to dump
Unassisted.
on Jabari Smith anymore.
He's like,
poor
yeah,
dude.
Like, I know it's only, 12 game sample size, and I expect him to be better, and everyone knew coming in he was going to be a little bit of a project, but, I mean, rim field goal percentage, F. Rim shot quality, F. Rim shot making, F.
Christ.
We should honestly get him on the men's league team. He'd fit right in.
He would.
Yeah, at this point.
His
All right.
interior defense has been okay, but, even his movement stuff on here is an F, which
Yeah,
shows
he
just
looks like he's standing around, yeah.
The rebounding's been okay, but I was super high on Jabari Smith coming out of college. I loved what he did at Auburn. He showed elite potential. He showed elite shot making potential.
Occasionally,
ability-
shot creation
The
potential.
ability to hit
Yeah.
tough
Yeah.
shots, and it really hasn't translated. So I definitely expect it to translate because he's a great shooter.
He's very young.
Yeah,
too,
he's
like-
a good shooter. If you watch the games, the mechanics are there. He looks super uncomfortable out there, so it's just something that'll come with time. For him.
Especially as a young player like that, it doesn't help when you don't have
A
a
true point
legitimate
guard.
point guard. So, makes a difference.
KBJ's been really good the past 2 years.
He has.
Just like-
Yeah.
Yes, he has.
The last game I think it saw, he had like 24 potential assists created, which
See.
is good. He finished 2 games in a row with 11 plus assists.
We said it about him. It's not about the fact that he lacks the talent. It's about the fact that he lacks consistency.
Yeah.
So if that continues, it's a different story. But until I see that, I don't even have anything
Yeah.
to say about KPJ. But
Yeah.
Trunks, who you got, buddy?
All right.
I hate to do this.
If you steal my
I
guy,
really hate to do
because
this.
he's your guy.
Please be on. John.
So he's had a good stretch of games recently. Last game was very bad. And
RJ, right?
just
Yeah.
because of
That's
last
no one.
game,
It is.
it sucks. I
Hey,
expect
it's
him- I
RJ.
expect him to be so much better than this.
Perry.
And I still think he will turn it around.
Really close.
But last game just was really, really bad. And
I didn't
like,
even watch that game.
He was bad.
the stats, yeah, they're not the worst he's had this season, but just watching the game against the Nets, he was so bad.
It's crazy.
he's
He's not
just-
the worst he's done. He shot like 4 for 13.
The season, no.
Oh, I mean last
No,
game.
that game 5 for 14.
Oh, it's 5 for 14.
5 for
Yeah,
Sick.
he had 16 points, 5 for 14, 2 for 4 from 3. That's a bright spot.
Good job.
But
You good?
He doesn't make any shots inside of the arc.
especially last game, he's just missing so many
Oh my
layups.
god.
He's
It
He
looks like a
played
lot
so
of red from
predictable.
here, Chris.
There's a lot of red.
it
You
was
want to run us
bad.
down some of that stuff?
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
want
I
to.
expect him to
Yeah.
do so much better.
You
What are these? What are
Yeah,
these
I don't
stats?
wanna
Let's see the
think
stats that you have.
So
on the notes.
according to
For start
his
Jay Barrett, by
for
the
his
way.
efficiency
His strong score.
compared to all the other starters in the league, effective field goal percentage D minus, true shooting D plus, points per shot D minus, points per possession F, points over expectation F, transitions points per possession F, as a pick and roll ball handler points per possession F.
Oh my
His spot up points per possession is a C plus, which is cool.
His spot up is decent.
Coming off the handoff, his points per possession is a B plus, which is a good thing. And that's just an eye test thing if you notice when he comes off the handoff.
He comes off aggressive.
He
Yeah.
definitely gets to the basket hard.
Everybody gets the basket.
Short mid range percentage is an F. The
I knew
long
that.
mid range percentage is a D minus,
Knew
which
that.
makes sense. It's just
Last game was just scary.
Yeah.
the finishing though is better. Actually never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna
Never
say.
mind.
So
Rim field goal percentage D plus,
Can
rim
I-
shot quality D plus, rim shot making C plus, finishing talent C plus.
you know it is better because
Definitely,
it seems
it was
like
really
it was
bad
worse last year. Can I ask one question? What's the defense looking like?
So interior defense is pretty bad.
I don't even care
Yeah.
about interior defense. More so perimeter defense than anything else.
Where perimeter defense is on this thing? Bear with me just a second.
But
Yeah, I mean,
Trincali
Yeah, he's-
would convince you that he's the best defender in the NBA.
Yeah. somehow.
But yeah, no.
Before that Nets game, he did have a stretch of some solid games, so that was good. I expect him to get back to that. To be fair, against the Nets, the whole Knicks team was just fucking atrocious.
Yeah, that next game was abysmal. That was horrible. I mean, the Nets also were
So-
shooting lights out from three.
Yeah, so that's the one bright spot for me with RJ here is that everyone played like shit.
If I could.
But
Julie
I
shot
am-
everyone.
I
like that.
Oh, that's not good.
His
There's so
perimeter
much
defense
red.
compared to all 302 starters in the league. Pickpocket rating, F. Passing lane defense, F. 3-point contests per 75 possessions, F. Steals per 75, F. Deflections per 75, F. Defensive miles per 75, F.
So he's just standing there on defense.
Yeah.
And it's still an F. Get out of here, bro.
Yo, Trunks
That's
is
your
actually
boy,
in
huh?
so much pain right
That's
now.
your boy, huh?
Like you can see it in his face.
He's
He's
an
hurting.
all-star this season, right?
He'll pick it up though.
He'll pick it up. Yeah, good.
Faith in him.
Hopefully he gets the D+.
I have faith in
I
him.
will give you credit. I respect that you finally admitted the truth about RJ Barrett right
I
now.
mean, he's gonna
Oh,
get
no,
back to the
he's
swing of things.
Still gonna get back.
I haven't.
Yeah,
I'm
I-
yet to see it.
What's
honestly.
what swing is that exactly? If you don't
His-
mind me
his
asking.
second- his second half of last
We're gonna
season,
see,
maybe.
yeah.
I mean,
Even that wasn't
in
all
all,
that
in all
special.
the Nick games I've watched, I still have yet to see him put the ball in the basket.
All right, enough
Every-
about
yeah.
RJ Barrett, man.
Before the Nets game, he was not really good.
He was mid, but still.
After you,
Oh.
Not really mid.
so you go.
Shot 27
Just cut him
on
off.
Mine I've already spoken about in the past. Just gonna cover him real quick. I don't even want to get too deep into it. It's
Yo.
D'Angelo Russell.
It makes sense that the Knicks give up so much threes, and now I'm looking at RJ Barrett contesting shots, and it's an F.
He doesn't.
It's
do
not-
it. He doesn't.
I know
do
it's not
anything.
just him; it's the whole team
Yeah,
that doesn't
but
contest shots.
He
but
doesn't contest shots.
it correlates
It's-
to what I see with my eyes.
It's
you know what I mean?
also the defensive scheme
Yeah, 100%. I'm just saying it's just cool to see a stat correlate
that backs
to
it up.
what
Yeah,
we see
yeah,
with
yeah,
our
yeah.
eyes. Anyway, go ahead.
No, you're good. D'Angelo Russell has been absolutely terrible this season, and I honestly thought it would be a very good season for D'Lo, especially with Rudy Gobert as a new pick and roll partner. He's currently shooting 38% from the field and 31.5% from three, which are far below career numbers of 42% from the field and 35.5% from three. Not only is that the case, but it's just when you watch him, he doesn't look comfortable. I'm not sure if the on-off numbers currently back that up, but I will let you know right now. It just doesn't look like D'Lo's been all that comfortable. The offensive rating is nearly 10 points worse when D'Lo is on the court. And then defensive rating is it gets far worse. So there's nothing D'Angelo Russell does as of right now that's even remotely close to good at basketball. Jalen Noel has outplayed him. We've said that 1.5 million times. I don't really got to get too deep into it. Thought it would be a great season from D'Lo. He's kind of let me down a little bit too. So he's showing that the Grizzlies series from last year is actually his true colors. So
Did you see that he didn't check into the game?
he's a fucking idiot, bro. Whatever, man. Like that's all I got to say about D'Lo.
A good thing for D'Lo is maybe he should try and we've said this a million times. They have to run a little bit more pick and roll with him, but his drive assist rate percentage is in the A minus. His drive assist pass percentage is in the A minus, and his drive foul drawn rate percentage is in the A minus.
That's rare because D'Lo's never been good at drawing fouls, so that's a
So it
difference.
seems like he's been pretty good when he gets downhill. It's just about getting downhill. I mean, all his efficiencies fucking got off.
Yep.
On the end, but
Yep. So
it is what it is.
what do we got, Ortiz?
I actually also went with the Timberwolves that has been disappointing this week. What do you think of it, Sully?
Can't be Rudy. He's been
Anthony Edwards.
Okay, cool.
From this week?
I was gonna say he hasn't even
Yeah.
played.
Yeah, I mean,
Go ahead.
Anthony Edwards has last game dropped 11 in 35 minutes, and if I know it's only one game. Game before they dropped 16. He was in foul trouble last game a bit, but for those 35 minutes, he needs to be better on the floor. Shooting 33% from the field and 0% from three is not it. Game before you shot 35% and 14% from three. I just think he just needs to be better for the Timberwolves to actually do something this season because I don't like Rudy Gobert, as you guys may know. Rudy Gobert is the most mid player in the NBA. Obviously, he is lanky. He could just block shots and get rebounds. Cool. Think if I was Rudy Gobert's side, I'd do the same exact thing.
I just disagree, but I won't even get into that.
Nas Rudy better.
Anyways,
Yeah,
I
so-
did want to throw one more thing out there, real quick. I don't even need to make it a long thing, but I sent out a tweet this past week, and it was about Anthony Davis's situation.
Wait, that was it for Anthony Edwards?
Yeah, actually, I just
You did. You got into Rudy Gobert. That's the
Yeah,
only
has
reason
he
I
scored
said
up all
that.
the stuff.
Yeah.
So Anthony Edwards has been really good at getting when he gets to the basket. It's
finishing.
all
Yeah,
in the
It-
A plus.
I-
It's just about
just this week.
it's
I
just
just
about
don't
he
like
takes too many jump shots and he hasn't got to the basket as much as we'd like. Blame that on him. Blame that on the spacing around him. Whatever. It
He
may
looks
be.
uninterested. Kind of.
Looks very uninteresting.
I mean, we saw the
compared
one
to you.
play,
Yeah.
but I don't put too
Um,
much stock in that one play. People
yeah.
are going crazy about it.
The perimeter shooting's been not that good. Thing for me that stands out right here is his one-on-one grades. His isolations per 75 is only a D plus. That means they're not going to him as an ISO player. His ISO impact's only a C. His isolation field goal percentage is a C plus. Turnover rate's a D. The foul drawn rate's only a D. So it just seems like you'd like him to be more of an isolation player, compared to the 55 starting players who B-Ball Index calls labels as a shot creator because they do their archetypes.
Yep.
The isolations per 75 is an F. The impact is a D. My voice. I'm sorry. I sound like such a girl. The turnover rate's an F. The foul drawn rate's an F. It's just not as good.
It's all ugly.
You'd expect Anthony Edwards to be better in the isolation and as a one-on-one player.
It is such a simple fix. I mean, I
That's
say
the
that.
ball.
No, it's more just when you get the ball, get downhill, bro. Because there's very few people that can actually hold him.
I'd like to see them maybe do more movement to get him,
easier shots.
not that, but more movement to get him isolated in the mid post in a way. Because he's a strong guard.
He is.
He should be stronger than most of his matchups. So rather than
Let him establish
You know,
himself.
he has to attack from the hash to 3-point line and beyond and get all the way to the basket, maybe
Yeah, to a triple threat.
just
and
a- just a
go
curl
crazy.
around to get him on one side of the floor with
So if this
in the
continues,
mid post.
you guys see them breaking it up?
I think they spent too much to break it
I
up
think
now.
this is the team for a while.
It wasn't 1 year. It wasn't a 1 year.
Yeah, it can't be a 1 year thing.
I think
For
they're
what they gave
okay.
up, it's not a 1 year thing.
I think they're okay
Before
with
they
it.
do any first D'Lo, I don't know if this isn't really considered breaking it up if they move
Trade
D'Lo.
D'Lo.
No,
I
he's not-
completely
I'm
agree.
talking
Yeah,
trade
yeah,
either
the
Edwards or
Victory,
Thomas.
yeah.
Also-
So the first thing will be trade D'Lo. The second thing will be fire the coach.
Yeah.
The next thing will be change the surrounding pieces. Even though they've been phenomenal in my eyes, the surrounding pieces. McDaniels has been pretty good. Noel has been pretty good. McLaughlin's
Anderson's
pretty
been
good.
mid.
Kyle Anderson's
Yeah.
the only one who's
He's
been pretty good.
yeah.
But so that would be next, and then you look into trading. That's the last resort. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you use everyone else as a scapegoat before you try and move on.
I already said it. I think the one that makes the most sense is just go and trade for Mike Conley, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But anyways,
One more thing. I
Yeah,
just
go
want to say nothing but a bad thing about the Timberwolves because I don't like the Timberwolves. They actually have the starting five is the worst starting five in the NBA per minimum of 100 minutes. One of
Nice.
the worst in history, actually.
nice.
They're the best of the Jazz.
But
Bro.
they're really bad.
Yeah, no,
Surprises me that they're 5-7.
it's
The
been
Timberwolves
ugly.
are not it.
Yeah,
Simple-
it's
simple.
definitely been ugly. And to this point in the season, I can gladly admit that I was, well, not gladly, but I can admit that I was wrong. To this point, I was wrong about the Timberwolves, and prove me wrong. Prove me right now. Prove me right. So I want to end it on this. Last thing, real quick. I sent out a tweet this past week. A few of you guys retweeted, liked it, commented on it. Appreciate all the love, especially you out with your Giants fan page. Appreciate that, man.
Definitely
Anyways,
follow us on Twitter. Me and Matt have been extra active on Twitter.
we actually just got into a Twitter beef with someone too. So
I don't know
me
how
and
to use
Chris
Twitter.
absolutely fucking annihilated the person too. So it's all right.
Oh, he kind of got me when he said,
Yeah.
"Oh, we have plugged the pod that no one listens
But
to."
that's the
I was
point.
I was sitting in the barber chair and I was like,
No, he didn't get us at all.
Yeah,
Fuck
but that's the
that
point.
shit.
Now he knows about the ball
I
game
did-
podcast.
Yeah, I mean,
I
that
hope
was
he's the
point,
one
to just
viewer that's
plug
still
us,
here.
yeah.
By the way, Tim
so-
Lillard's
Oh, what was that? Shout out Nick Sherm. Nick Sherm, I hope you're watching this. Nick Sherm, random ass guy on Twitter. Me and Zoe were beefing with this dude, and this guy Nick Sherm just had our back the entire time.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Sherm, you're a good guy.
Yeah.
Yo, and what's his name? The one with the Zion.
Automatic.
Yes, automatic. I
I
follow
like
him.
that
Love
guy,
him.
yeah.
Fire.
Oh,
Knows his shit. bro, he was like in all of our tweets, and I was like, yeah, that's my guy.
Currently, well, casual.
But yeah, no, it's whatever. Me and Chris, like he said, very active on Twitter. Go give that a follow. We're entertaining as fuck. Anyways, my tweet said after the Knicks blowout loss to the Nets, it had me thinking, it's a hypothetical trade. Who says no? The Knicks get Anthony Davis. The Lakers get Julius Randle, Miles Turner, Buddy Hield, Evan Fournier, Quentin Grimes, and 2 first-round picks. The Pacers get 2 first-round picks and Russell Westbrook. The 4 first-round picks all come from the Knicks. And with this, I felt as though the Lakers now get much-needed depth and shooting in 4 out of the 5 players in the deal. The Pacers get the picks and the long-term money off the books. Knicks get off the shitty contracts and get the big star that they've been searching for. Although Anthony Davis hasn't exactly been that guy the entire season, he's still the name, and the Knicks will chase that. This not only gives the Lakers depth, it also replenishes assets. In effect, allows you to make the big-time trade that has been on the table for a very long time. Thank you guys for pointing that up. Which is yeah, thank you, Chris. Which is the Kyrie Irving deal. And now you have 4 first-round picks to offer for guys. So possibility that you could get Kyrie and Royce O'Neal in a deal. And not to mention that if the Nets are selling, you could get a couple other assets there, but we don't even know if the Nets are going to be selling. Don't know if Kyrie's going to be on the block. But regardless, I threw this out there, and I figured it helps the Lakers roster and gives them the flexibility to make other moves, helps the Knicks get their big star, and the Pacers get what they've been wanting this entire time, the 2 first-round picks and the money off the books.
Yeah, I think the Pacers obviously say yes to this. It's what they've been asking for the 2 players. I really think the Knicks would do this for sure. And
I got called.
I think it's all for the Lakers.
I got called an idiot for saying that the Knicks would give up 4 first-round picks for Anthony Davis.
That's insane.
Some dude commented like the Knicks are never going to give up 4 first-round picks for Anthony Davis.
Bro, Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, if Rudy Gobert can get 4 first-round picks, Anthony Davis could.
And not to mention, you're getting rid of Evan Fournier and Julius Randle's contracts in that deal as well. So
Julius is expiring.
I don't think Julius is
he's
minus,
not
though.
expiring after this year. He has another 4 years at $28
I
million.
forgot.
We extended him, bro.
I don't think Julius is a minus like that, though.
Dude,
I don't know why you hate on
Continue.
Julius.
I don't get it.
bro, that's a bad contract. I'm sorry, it is. But continue. Go ahead.
No, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think it's the Pacers and the Knicks easily say yes to this. I think it's up to the
It's up to the
Lakers.
Lakers.
They would want to do it, yeah.
I think this will obviously help the Lakers have a lot.
Because I saw the report
Gives
that
LeBron that second
Knicks
star
are-
that he needs,
the Knicks are
Julius Randle.
waiting for Megastar to be available. I saw that 2 days ago. Anthony Davis might be that guy.
Might be
because
that
they
guy.
have someone on their mind. I don't know.
I don't either.
No.
Chris, you had opinions on this one. You and Christian Jaimo had similar opinions on this one.
So Julius Randle, like you said, is making $28 million.
Yeah, just about.
Okay. So one, the Lakers aren't trading Anthony Davis for good role players. That's not. The Lakers are trying to win a championship. They're trying to do so by taking the pressure off of LeBron. You say in this idea you're making Julius Randle a 6-man, right?
Yes.
You're not trading Anthony Davis to get, as a centerpiece, a 6th man. Yes, you get a bunch of assets back and 2 first-round picks, but you need a stronger centerpiece. The centerpiece of the trade for Anthony Davis can't be a 6-man. I know it's like we're replenishing the assets, righting our wrongs, but considering what they gave up to get Anthony Davis, the centerpiece can't be a 6-man. I don't like the fit of Julius Randle and LeBron even on the court together at the same time.
I agree with that.
And, in this hypothetical, it's the Lakers making another move. That's what entices them. It's not NBA 2K, you know what I mean? There's no
Yeah,
guarantee
yeah,
they're
yeah.
going to be able to make another move.
And I
That's
shout out
sad.
Christian Jaimo for that because we were texting about this exact deal that I put on Twitter. And he said to me, what has Rob Pelinka and Jeannie Buss shown to this point that they are capable of making the necessary moves after making one deal?
Right.
And he's completely right. So I just drew this up in my head.
In theory, it all sounds amazing, in a utopia, right? That's the word for perfect world.
Yeah.
Utopia, euphoria,
It's utopia. It's utopia,
In a
yeah.
utopia, this is
In a
all
utopian society.
utopian society. This is all sunshine and rainbows and unicorns. But in the real life, I'm not a fan of it.
I was gonna say,
I think there will
the best
be-
way this happens is if rather than them thinking we have to make a move after this, it's just a 4-team trade and someone else
Kyrie's
gets
involved.
Yeah.
So I just think there's gonna be. I don't really think it's in the Lakers' best interest to trade Anthony Davis.
I don't either.
But if he does become available, I think there will be better trades on the table. I think you're not going to need to trade Russ and Anthony Davis together. I think it needs to be two separate things. Like, this is cool.
So-
Just-
This obviously isn't a possibility.
like,
either.
why not just do the Russ for Turner and Hill thing and see what happens?
Let me throw this out there. Do you think it's a possibility that the Celtics would be intrigued by Anthony Davis
No,
in Robert Williams
No.
and Jalen Brown?
not at all. I think the Celtics have a finals-bound team,
I agree.
as proven.
No, I agree. I'm just
I
throwing
think-
that out there.
It's just you
they're-
can't say no considering they were considering trading Jalen Brown for KD.
Yeah.
Like, I want to say, nah, they're not going to break it up. Like, Jalen Brown's untouchable, but it's like,
It makes
Well,
sense.
so I think
Is
KD's
it-
different than
KD's
Anthony
different than
Davis.
AD, yeah. for
Because
sure.
obviously, position-wise,
Yeah.
Robert Williams, I think, needs to stay on that team.
I think the Celtics need to get, like, I don't know what else Jalen Brown could do as a player to get to the point where the Celtics can consider him untouchable.
Tighten your fucking handle, bro.
Well, yeah, it's just like, bro, like, he's a perfect number 2 option.
No, I
Yeah,
agree.
you know?
And that's my thing. Yeah, I just
And I've been super
Threw that out
critical of
there a little
Jalen
bit.
Brown in the past, but like for that team, like that team is good, bro. Like
He was real good.
so
they're not a superstar away from winning a championship. That's not the
No,
Their
problem.
depth.
No, they're there.
They just need to play better. I mean, Chris and I have discussed this before with Malcolm Brogdon.
Probably
a glitch.
changes things for them.
A glitch going off the bench.
Absolutely, bro.
I
Absolutely.
think they're Danilo Gallinari away, sadly.
I don't agree. I don't think Gallo would have made that
I feel
big of a
like-
difference.
They should sign Green.
And they were granted the injured player exception or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck, so they'll probably be able to sign someone. Maybe not to that extent, but I mean, regardless, I just wanted to throw the Knicks, Lakers, and Pacers deal out there. If it becomes a 4-teamer, then I think it's even more possible that would happen.
Yeah.
But because if you end up getting Kyrie Irving and Miles Turner, Buddy Hield, and all this stuff for Anthony Davis, then it's a different story. But yeah,
That's really
I think we
All right,
covered
last
everything.
thing. You have something with you? You look like you were about to speak.
No.
Okay. You said this. I thought you were going to speak. All right,
I was
last
trying to get my
thing.
face for thumbs.
And B, I don't think you're watching live, but
Big
I'm
word.
going to tell you about the clip because you told me to do this. He wants to know about a trade he made in fantasy. So just give me a grade 1 to 10. Grade the trade. You traded away Jerry Jeudy and DeAndre Swift. You got back in return CD Lamb.
Or his other running back.
I don't even know what his team is.
Just grade the trade for what it is.
For what it
What it
is.
is.
No context.
I'm on my phone right now, so I can't.
It's
look
okay.
at his
It's not
team.
even a big deal.
I'm gonna give it a 5. It's average.
Yeah, I would say like 5, 6 in that range. I mean, because who knows with DeAndre Swift, because he might be one of those running backs that gets injured every other week now.
These are
And
That's
Jamal
the only problem.
Jamal Williams has been taking a lot of the work
It
away,
depends
and
what
he's
the
been
rest of
good.
his team looks like. It depends what his record is.
I agree.
Yeah,
But
I knew
for
your
what it
team-
is, I'd say it's average.
yeah, I would say 5, 6.
Just
It's a
disappointing,
CD
guys.
is.
Rookie scores.
All
I
right,
give it a
sorry.
7.5.
5-2.
I think getting off Swift, he hasn't been on the field, and Jamal Williams clearly takes goal line work from him. He's not what, even when he's healthy, he's not what you drafted him to
Yes.
be.
I agree.
Jerry
That's
Judy's obviously struggled. CeeDee Lamb has been phenomenal so far, and Dak Prescott's only going to get better as time
The
goes
thing is,
on.
I don't know the rest of his team. That's why I gave it what I gave it. I would give it a better rating, but I don't know his team.
I'm just assuming if he was willing to
That's
do the
true.
trade, he was able to afford losing one. You know,
losing
Judy
running back,
Judy
running back.
has been. I think he had 2 decent weeks in a row. Finally, but CD is shaky because he and Dak haven't really gotten their chemistry on par together until the Bears game. So like that could change everything for them. But I will say, with that being said, I'd give it a 6.2. Simply because obviously the running back and DeAndre Swift has that potential. I said a 6.2.
I don't know, just weird. You're just a weird guy.
Shout out Barstool Sports, bro. Like, you don't give a rookie score. We don't give flat numbers here. But Yeah, and he gave
He
a
gave a
fucking
flat
flat
score.
number. Like, what are you talking about?
No, you're looking at me like I understood what you were saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No. I was just talking in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, 6.2. The possibility of Swift being great is still maybe in there. Jerry Jeudy, I don't even care about. But CD will probably do his thing. It's just, will he do it consistently enough? We don't know.
That ratio was crazy though. Hold on. 100 P. Check out Chris on YouTube, guys.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah,
Yes,
pull
sir.
this out.
Anyways, that's the Ball Game Podcast. Please do follow us on all our socials. We're attempting to get a second show going during the week. We actually recorded one earlier this week, but I edited and then had complete trouble posting it for more than a 7-minute clip. But anyways, yes, please do go watch this video. I have a video up there that maybe he's going to pull it up.
Nah. Oh, you already plugged it.
Yeah,
before,
I'm
man.
beat, bro. The
You already
Innocent
plugged it
Bystander.
before.
Go
Good
ahead
job.
and watch that. The trade deadline video.
Look at us, guys. Look how happy we all look.
Yeah, Dean's here.
We are handsome as
Yeah.
fuck.
There's Dean.
Dean's here in
Just
spirit.
zoom up on Dean.
Yeah, we only
So
need
he's here in
Dean's
spirit.
face. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Follow us on all our socials. Check us out. Give us anything that you guys think we should be doing in the future. Go bet our locks. I promise you they will hit this week.
Especially mine.
Probably a lie.
Hopefully mine hits. I mean, I gave one of them Tony T guarantee.
But like
No,
I
did
said,
not.
anything you guys want, please do let us know. We're always down to hear some suggestions. And upgrades are coming. Changes are
Look at
coming.
the thumb.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah, follow us on all
Yeah.
our socials. I'll have my NBA Today out in like 2 hours, guys. Bear with me. I didn't record last night. Ball game.